it's fully functional, so it's just a matter of does it play out well. That's the big thing is you got to iterate through game mode,
Well,
quite a few times
you're
to
getting
iron
across
out.
the
What's that?
brands here because he has an AMD GPU and I have an NVIDIA GPU, so we'll get a.
I'm less concerned about that. I'm more concerned about like the game flow of the game mode and
Mhm.
see how it goes. I have the guys at the veterans charity that we work with. They built me a rig. I paid for it, but they built a rig for me,
Yeah,
and I got a 4090 out of Nvidia for free, a refurb. So that's
nice.
been a serious upgrade. Like
Yeah,
with
that's what I
frame,
use.
yeah, with frame gen, it's like yeah, 200. I've never seen 200 FPS before, so I was like, the first time I did, I was like, "Whoa, that's kind of ridiculous."
It looks real to me.
Yeah,
All right. We are live. People should be hearing us, should be getting game audio now as well. Iron Taxi joining us again. You were on an episode with us at the end of last year when we talked about Exfil.
yeah, man.
We've talked about it a couple of times since then. You've come a long way since just even last year. I mean, looking at the roadmap, you guys have made some great progress and some big strides. And one of the biggest ones that launched back in March, correct, was your guys' implementation of AI?
Yeah. We've just been tooting along. Like it was pretty much what we've said to people is like we need a year to get this thing fully fleshed out, essentially.
Sure.
And we wanted to test a lot of things, A/B test a lot of things, just see where the game goes and kind of let it be a bit organic, see how it's going to grow and what the good parts are be and what are the bad parts are be, and we need to like rework some of that, whatever it may be. But we're really focused on getting all that stuff ready for. We're gonna do essentially the next phase is December 11th of this year, so that'll be our big like next phase. And we're not gonna call it 1.0. We're not calling anything alpha or beta because it drives me insane. Because nobody knows what it means anyway.
Yeah, everybody has.
So,
yeah.
It's my alpha beta. It's my beta alpha, right? So we're just calling it the next phase.
Makes sense.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
And it'll be obvious that something is complete or a set of features is complete, and then we go into a next iteration of a lot of those features and adding on to them and making them more complex or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're at. We just added some team members since we talked to you guys last time. We took on Microprose as a partner.
Yeah.
So they came in as a publishing partner, which was pretty cool. It was nice when a publisher approaches you is really cool, and they've been playing your game on the demo weekends, and they're like, they put 40 hours into the game. That was like one of the heads of the company, the CEO, was actually playing it for like he put in 20 or 30 hours over the weekend.
That's how you know you got something special.
Yeah, we were like wicked, man, and I have some familiarity with him. Like we didn't know each other directly, but we had association with each other, and he was one of the founders of Arma, so he has a really deep background,
Both of us.
So yeah. So he was one of the original Arma founders that split off and became the military arm.
Okay.
And then as part of that work that he put into the military arm, he actually made a full world simulation called the Altera. It's called oh my god. Oh, I've just brain farted. Altera's the engine, but the whole world sim is called something else, and Titan IM. It's called Titan IM, so it's basically an entire world simulation.
That sounds freaking cool.
And you can fly around it, you can deploy like for operations around it and stuff, and it's all done for military training. But he got an opportunity at some point to buy the original Microprose, which for you young fellas is one of the your beard is only not even gray enough to qualify you yet. It's starting, but
it's getting
there. Yeah. It was one of the original simulator companies was Microprose. Like if I went to a GDC right now and had sold a booth, I told them if I had a booth with Microprose shirts, like old school Microprose shirts, I could sell as many as you give me. Because I know all the old devs would be like, "Whoa, Microprose, dude, I want one of those."
Yep.
Like they'd go nuts, man.
Yeah, they were responsible for I think like the very first Civ Meyer, right? And a couple other strategy games.
Oh yeah, and I think Sid Meier was one of the owners that he bought it off of.
Right. Yeah.
So Sid Meier and somebody else, I believe. So anyway, that's it was an interesting history, and it was interesting for us building what we're building now, and looking at a bigger picture too. It's a great, they're kind of regrowing that brand. So as me as kind of an older dev, it's kind of cool to be around that and see what they're going to do with it and see if I can help out and maybe be part of that story in the future as well, right?
Yeah.
At least be part of it with Exfil, but maybe contribute in other ways as well. So there's an interesting group of people. They have a lot of titles, dude.
Yeah.
Like they're just like, get all these people on boards. They're really good. Their contracts are fantastic. They're really nice to developers. Very abnormal.
Yeah.
Like they support them with cash, dude.
That's cool.
And just like and pay their bills and say, hey, go build your game.
That's awesome. That's incredibly rare this day and age. I mean, I talked about it, I think last week with Chris, because he filled in when Mike wasn't here. He was on a trip last week, and it just I don't know who's still making games, because it seems like nobody can get anything greenlit, and the publishers are just laying off droves of people.
I'll be very honest with you guys. Even with Exfil, it's like it's almost like I'm doing Exfil and continuing Exfil because I got a vision for it and an idea, and I have this team around it. But it's funny, most of us who are on the team right now, we don't even need to be building Exfil. Like, I have this constant struggle where it's like, I could just sit on the beach for the next 12 months and I'd be fine, waiting for the industry to kind of come around and see what's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
But instead we're like, okay, do we spend our time knowing that we're basically not going to get paid at this point, right? We may get paid in the future. It may work out or not. But regardless, we're going to build something we like, that's fun to build, etc. It's like, oh man, when you could almost just go sit on the beach for a year, it's tough. It's really tough some days, Yeah,
that's that's definitely a hard way to stay motivated. To be like, man, I could just be sipping Mai Tais right now. Like,
yeah. And I always say to my partner, I was like, not every day is a good one. So you just you accept the day as for what it is. And if it's one of those days when you got to say fuck it, then you say fuck it and you don't do anything, But it's a little bit different when you have a mix of people who are essentially employed, like our community manager. We have another guy, an animator, who's come on now. So I have more responsibility there than if it was just kind of like a dev indie team.
Sure.
Where we were all doing it for fun. So it's kind of a hybrid at this point, and we're just gonna see if we can hit these goals, see how they come out. No big pressure on anybody. Let's see if we can pull it out of the hat or not. And then it's like, if it doesn't, dude, I've said this since the beginning, if it doesn't, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's totally okay. Because the industry is just like fucked right now.
Yeah. I actually I started this year with the intent of learning UE5, and I got through.
You told me that.
Yeah, I got through probably 40 or so hours on it. I've got a basic grasp on it, but the more the year went on, the more I was like, I don't really want to get into this right now.
Well, I think it comes down to the why, man.
Yeah.
Like if you can, because I know you're studying automotive.
Yeah.
As well, right? Mm-hmm. So that's not going anywhere.
No, yeah, definitely.
Especially if you're good at it, right?
Hang on.
Oh, especially if you're good at it.
Let's pull him in.
Well. We got a little gopher showed up.
Yeah, he sure did. Let me get him pulled into the chat. There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, dude.
Let me fix our cameras here.
Speak of the devil.
Boom. Do that.
No worries. Yeah, so anyway, I just finishing up what I was saying. It's like the industry's in a bit of a wreck right now. I feel bad for a lot of people who have come into the industry with expectations, because those are not going to be met anytime soon, at least for the next 24, 36 months. Like, forget about it. Go get a job anywhere else for now.
Yeah, right.
Anywhere else, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I told you, my friend who got laid off from Bungie, he's still, as far as I know, still looking for work.
Yeah,
and
you told me.
Yeah, that was...
Dude, I don't think it's over. I have a little bit of insider information in the industry, and there are some, big, ripe fruit that's about to fall, and it's like we're talking hundreds of layoffs kind of territory, right?
Well, even if you're talking about the tariffs, right?
Oh God, yeah.
Are they?
People are gonna have so
I see
much less spending power in the next year.
Let's be honest. Look around your fucking space. Do you need all that shit? Do you need to be buying that garbage that you have around you? Not necessarily.
That's kind of how I feel about most of the garbage I do own.
Yeah. Speaking of the devil, the guy with the pinball table. I tell you, that pinball table probably doesn't even work. It's probably just for the ladies.
All right, thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah, I truly believe that. So I don't ever hide away from the fact that I tell people it's like, you need like a bike, a couch, a bed, and maybe a car. Those are like the necessities. And then if you got a family, what do you need? You need to feed the kids and get them to school. There's your priorities sorted, man. Like you really don't. You need a lot more than that. But I think I've talked about this a lot to a lot of guys in our company too. It's like I think that video games, just like every other industry, everybody treated it like a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like they were acting like rock stars. They treated it like a lifestyle, and then one morning they woke up and it wasn't a lifestyle. It was reality.
Are we rolling on retail build or public testing?
Public test.
Public testing.
Yeah.
The same one we were on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just DM'd you the server name and passward, Gopher. So you should have that
we're
in your
just gonna
DMs.
jump in there and do some AI stuff. But yeah, we were just warming up here. Getting our spiritual gophers going here, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, back. Segueing over to the game, and as you know, Russ, I will talk eternally. So
please do. I talk too much.
To be honest, the last time we talked, I was sick again at that time.
You were, yeah.
So I think I was even lower energy. Like I watched it after, and I was like, oh man, I feel bad for you and for myself. But like normally, I have no problem talking nonstop. With ad nauseum. In fact, it may be my superpower. And in Japanese culture, they actually say you're born from the mouth. Like that's an actual expression that says you are born from the mouth.
That's pretty wild.
So kuchi kara umarita. So people often tell me in Japan that I'm born from the mouth.
Nice.
So just imagine this baby coming out the mouth.
It's crowning.
Yeah, it's growing. Okay, we'll get Gopher in here and we'll get set up. I'll set up the match for us.
Sounds good.
We're gonna go max AI. So the premise for this one, like I said, it's work in progress. But what's gonna happen is we'll get in the map. We're gonna have when we pull up our GPS by pressing tab, we're gonna have a proximity marker of where the general was last seen. So that's our last intel location. That's all we know as the attackers.
Okay.
So as the attackers, we have a last intel location. We need to find this general and assassinate him. And then a helicopter will be randomly spawned for us to exfil on, and we need to get to the helicopter and get the hell out.
So this is a completely different game mode than what was.
Oh yeah, no.
Nice.
This is just purely single. And no, the interesting thing that I've been trying to model in this game is that even though we're gonna play it co-op, you can play it PvP.
Right.
So the game mode is always set up so any two of us could go on the other side and hunt the other two guys.
That's pretty cool.
So you just follow the general and protect him, and that's your only job. Either wipe us out or survive the 15 minutes before we engage, and the general basically gets away. So even though it might be easier to write a single player game coherently as just a single player co-op game, but we're just gonna try and leave this sandboxy, right? So now if you want to play attackers versus defenders, knock yourself out.
Hell yeah.
Just do it. So we'll see how it goes. Right now it's only on the one urban map we have, Maloga, but in the next release next week it'll be on all the maps.
Nice.
But I think Gopher, you on there now? Oh, you are.
Yep,
okay.
he's there.
Yeah, I'm in here.
Gopher, do you want to be the lone bad guy?
Can I?
Yeah, be the lone bad guy. Hunt us.
Okay.
Give us a little bit of back pressure, okay? I just want to say a little word about the AI. I was saying that we built this AI around a squad-based AI, so they have a squad leader. The squad leader, they always endeavor to stay around their squad leader and take cover and fire back, and they will fire back. They'll do big full auto bursts, they'll do single shot, etc. They'll take cover, they'll stand and shoot at you. They'll be quite dynamic. If you hit them, they'll move. They won't just stand there and take shots, so it's quite annoying. Because you won't be able to just easily drop them. Now, if you take your time and headshot them, obviously, you're going to drop them. But if
call Blue Hole out at this point that your AI is smarter than theirs, like it's fine.
No. But if they get close to you, they will F you up, and you are going to die, and there's no respawn. So just keep that in mind. We probably have to move pretty slow. There's going to be a lot of AI, and you guys haven't played, so there's probably 50 AI soldiers on the map. plus the VIP squad, which is another 7.
Okay.
And we've got Loveboat Gopher hunting us as well. Okay.
And that's like 13, just him by himself. is
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
he's
Yeah.
I'm
Mine
gonna
is
be
10.
cheating because I'm in here with y'all, and I'm gonna be listening to you.
Yep, he's gonna be
Well,
he's
you
gonna be
could.
stream
Why don't you
sniping
just?
us.
Why don't you use only your camera and just mute your other stuff?
Okay, yeah, all right. Scott,
Definitely.
So we only get facial expressions. That would be pretty fun, actually. Okay, so you're gonna be deafened. Okay, let's go to the weapon loadout because you guys are fairly new.
Yeah. Loadouts.
If you go into your loadout screen, you can click the little edit button next to the like assault rifle, LMG, DMR, whatever it is you want, and you can add and you can take things off. We just added suppressors on the DMR, so if you guys want to play with the suppressors, you can. I'm going to take the machine gun to try and cover our ass to take out some of the NPCs.
Sounds good. I'll take a DMR.
Yeah, grab the DMR. You should be able to put a suppressor on it and pick a scope. Pick a scope 4 to 7 or 8, 6. Sorry, a 6, 4 or 6x. Now there's zoom on the scopes too, so you can go between 1 and 6 and 1 and 4. It's on your Z key.
Hell yeah.
And none of the DMRs have full auto because this doesn't actually have full auto in real life. The G28, which is just realism. And then utility slot is where you have your fun. We have a bomb drone now with grenades on it. So that's kind of fun. You have 3 grenades you can drop. There's a flare gun. Don't necessarily need it, but you can bring it if you want. There's a grenade bag, med bag, ammo bag. This is the stuff you have to put. You have to actually deploy this. The paradigm is that it's in your backpack.
Got it. Okay,
So
makes
it's in
sense.
your backpack. It's your extra gear. So if you want to use it, you need to take it out, deploy it, and then use it.
Got it.
As if you had to put the bag on the ground or something like that, right?
Yeah, I got in here earlier and kind of checked around with the build, and like you guys have a lot of customization, not just like gear, but like appearance too, which was really cool. I was messing around and just kind of customizing.
There's another layer to go that we want to yet do, and things like I want to have the 3 letters of your call sign on the back of your helmet.
Hell
So
yeah.
that you can see your buddy, right? So I'm always like CAD or cat, so you can always see if it's cat or cat on the back of my helmet. You would know who I am. We do in the grenade slot. We have glow sticks now, and they're team colored. They're completely useless, but they're really fun to have if you want to do that, right? We can also put limits on now. We're not putting them on for this, but you can put limits on how much everybody can take of every weapon type. So if you wanted to play a more serious, you got one DMR guy, etc., etc. That's kind of the idea. Also, traps can be disarmed now.
Nice.
So tripwires and claymores can be disarmed if you find them. You can just click on them and disarm them. You can also disarm them by shooting them, but that's the less successful way to disarm them necessarily. But that's the
play.
The only one thing that we've just added as like a new part of the feature set is that in your gear loadout, like where you see in the middle where it says gear, these gear can now have attributes. So the one that we implemented to test this concept is the NVGs. So if you click on NVGs, you can choose between green and white phosphorus now.
Nice.
And that's just whatever you want as per your preference.
Right.
But the idea in the future is that we can have basically any cosmetic any gear preset can also have properties. So if you grab a helmet that has like flashlights on it, you'll get those flashlights in game. That's the idea. So we want to be able to like kind of spice all that stuff up. And I've told you guys before, I think when we played last year it was already in, but armor counts. So if you're wearing a beanie cap or whatever else, you have no helmet. and you'll be a one tap.
Changing that now?
Exactly. You'll be a one tap to the head. And we're playing a lot of times and people are like, yeah, fashion over function, right? And I was like, fair enough, you know. So if you want to wear the hat, please go.
To me.
Yeah, please go ahead. But a lot of guys are like, no, you got to wear the beanie cap, man, because that's the way it is.
Yeah.
There's even a backwards hat, and then the most critical part, in my opinion, is the facial wear. I think I gave you guys founders keys, right? So you have the tactical you guys have the tactical mustaches and everything. So.
I think you gave one to Mike. I bought it, and I don't think. I'll get one from you later.
Check in the. I'll get you one. In face wear.
Face wear.
Do you have your beards?
I do not have beards. I only have the baklava. Yeah.
Okay, I'll get you a founder key after. It's fine.
Yeah, no worries.
But you can. It's a critical element, obviously. Right?
Obviously, yes.
Choose your beard. And then camo patterns can all be selected on a item by item basis as well. And I already have, before you ask, yes, there's more camo patterns coming. I already have winter, an urban camo pattern,
Hell yeah.
and a fall camo pattern for each of the one.
Nice.
So the goal is you could really build a bunch of customizations for your characters eventually.
Nice.
Cool. Anyway, the AI, like I said, they're deadly and close. If you get shot in the head and you're dead, that's your fault. Don't come crying to me, okay?
I will definitely say this game is bullshit, Taxi.
This game is bullshit.
Fuck this game.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Don't forget you have grenades, though, man. That's
Yep.
the biggest thing with the AI is just don't forget. There's also Molotovs in there now too, if you want to take a Molotov for fun.
Yep, we're doing that. We're taking
Yep.
mollies. I took a med pack and ammo pack for utilities, so I've got you.
Perfect. Actually, you can loot AI. Oh, I forgot about that. So your backpack gets dropped, and you can loot AI now.
Nice.
So and other people who die, you can loot their backpack. So you can pick up their weapon, you can swap all of their gear, and you can take their medic packs and stuff like that. So
Fuck
that's
yeah.
also an option. Yeah. But I'm gonna take the bomb drone because it's fun.
Makes sense.
And I'll take the medic pack too, actually. Cool.
All
And
right.
then we'll try and not get killed by Gopher.
Yep.
Okay, Gopher, you better mute up, man.
I'm ready.
Peter. He's like,
see you.
I don't hear you. Ah!
Oh
It
man.
reminds me of that guy that he what is it?
Make
He-
sure
he
your
managed
weapon's
to-
selected in your screen. Yeah,
Yep.
just make sure in the loadout because we only have 15 seconds in the loadout
Yeah.
screen.
Yep.
Wasn't there? It was during I think it was
Cool.
German invasion. There was one dude that managed to basically arrest an entire platoon by just chucking
Oh, yeah.
grenades in random directions.
I think he just charged them too. Like he ran at them.
He literally
And
he chucked grenades in random
Yeah.
directions and charged them with a fucking pistol.
Nice.
Yeah, and they all just gave
And
up.
then he,
Okay,
and then he just walked them all back.
so if you guys check your GPS, we
Yep.
have the last known location along the rail line there. That pink is the rail line.
Okay.
I need to make my mouse sensitivity way higher.
Yeah, I suggest we probably just cut across this river, probably on that east. Do you see where there's like a bit of dirt across the river in the east there? If you look at your...
Yep.
Hold on. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
It's
To the
like,
east and 1722, roughly.
Yep. Somewhere around there, yeah.
Okay.
And we'll cut across there. I'll lead the way. We'll cut across there. It's probably the best cover going across, but I assume Loveboat Gopher's probably going to set up at one of the crossings. So he's going to expect us to take one of these crossings.
Okay.
So just be ready. He's not a terrible shot either, unfortunately.
Oh,
I wish he was.
my mouse is not doing
But-
what it's supposed to be doing either.
What's going on?
Uh, Oh, my bad.
Whoa, whoa.
That was me. Misclick. We're good.
G for grenade. G for grenade.
Yeah.
Misclick. It's a misclick.
My DPI isn't changing, but it's fine. I'll roll with it.
No,
Need to mess
you
with
can
my
adjust
setting.
it if you want to. It should scale. It should scale automatically
Yeah, I have.
when you're ADSing.
It's my actual mouse. I've got programmable buttons, so it's good. We'll roll with it this
Oh,
one.
I see,
And then
okay.
I'll troubleshoot the software once we're done.
Some of the other stuff, like don't forget you have free look on Alt. So if you want to look
Oh
around
yeah, nice.
without
Yeah.
moving, you got free look.
Heck yeah.
Because sound is definitely a factor.
Absolutely.
NPC is our buddy, so we don't have to shoot them in this game mode.
Okay.
But
So,
is
Oh no,
there
sorry.
a-
NPCs are not our
I was
buddies.
gonna say,
Sorry, other team. Sorry, what was that? Go ahead, man.
Is there a field of view modifier?
Not currently. We lock it,
Really?
right? I think we're gonna do plus or minus like maybe 10 or 15%, and that's it.
Okay.
Because it's such an advantage, right? It's such a big difference advantage. Do you have a widescreen though?
yeah, he
Yeah, I
does.
have
He has an ultra wide.
It's still rendering
Not
properly,
anymore.
though, right?
I don't have an ultra wide anymore.
Oh.
Nothing's distorted though, right?
No,
you
I'm
just
sorry.
you just lost your top and bottom a little bit.
Oh no, I don't have that monitor anymore. So I'm
Oh, okay.
on
Okay.
16.9.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I traded that in for two 4K OLEDs.
Oh,
Video
right.
OLEDs.
Gotcha.
So everything is nice and pretty.
I'm on 2K. It looks good.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I still on my 4090. I'd rather just have frames.
Yep. Real frames, not their fucking fake frames.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I'm out here pushing 120 frames, 4K Ultra. All right, it sounds like you problem, dog.
I'm running 45 to 50, but I'm also on a
Oh, yeah.
AMD, so it's just kind of life.
What's your GPU? Sorry.
It's a 7900 XT.
Yeah.
It's a decent one. It's definitely one of their better ones, but it's not Nvidia.
Did you turn the settings down to low or medium?
I think I'm still on. Let's see. I'm still
I
on
think it'd be
Epic.
plus to Epic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I may
Okay.
drop
That's all
everything
right
down
then.
to Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
you might want to do. I was on a similar system as yours, like level I'd run.
Oh,
on
that is
medium.
so satisfying. Thank you for like
What's that?
having the gun like pulled back when it
Oh
when it,
yeah,
like
yeah.
runs into something instead of just
And
clipping
the
through
suppressor
it.
matters.
Yeah.
The suppressor matters too. The
Yeah.
suppressor is actually a factor. Okay, I'm gonna cross first, I guess.
I'll
I'm
cover
gonna-
you.
Oh, middle mouse ping, just so
Okay.
you guys know.
Yep. I'm watching
gonna head
the
over
island.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just if I start taking shots.
Yeah. I'm watching the line.
He is but one man, so I'm hoping that he doesn't
All right,
you know,
moving up behind
just
you.
predict exactly where we're going.
I mean, he could
Yeah,
be
well,
stream
right, too.
sniping us too. We don't know.
Yeah, he could. He would do that.
He
Yeah.
would.
I gotta go to the wall on the right and just hold that wall.
Okay.
Alright.
All right. So any AI we see, take the shot.
Correct.
Got it. Weapons
Basically,
free.
anybody that isn't me or him. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Don't shoot the guy with the backwards hat.
Now they don't react to. We're not using proximity VoIP anyway, but normally it does. The comms are audible for everybody who's playing.
Right.
So the AI do not react to it yet, but they will. It's one of
Before we,
our
Before we
additions.
push on, I want to modify
Roger that. Okay.
a mapping real quick. Can I set lean to?
There's a toggle lean and a. Yeah.
Ooh, toggle. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We just give you all the options.
Yeah, I usually, if there's no toggle option, I usually do left, or like thumb button 1 and thumb button 2 for
Yeah.
leaning.
Gotcha.
But you got toggles, so I'll take it.
We could go through that gate. It's a little bit dangerous because we don't really have eyes. But maybe one of you guys want to jump up in this building.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
On the
I'll go
left.
up there. I got the
And just
DMR.
look on, yeah,
Yeah,
look
you
on the
go-
other
you
side
go
of the
there.
gate. Yeah.
Now this is new too, right? You didn't used to be able to get into buildings, did you? Because I could have swore.
Oh no, you could. You
Okay.
could. Yeah.
I couldn't. I could have swore when I played it last there wasn't. Maybe I was just at a building. Are all enterable or just a couple? Or
Yep. No, they're all enterable. Yeah.
Sweet. Love that.
I'm a big advocate for full enterability.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
We'll just hold if you can get eyes over that
Yep.
this gate.
I'm moving
and then
down
we'll
the-
go out. Probably we can go out and cross the road. He's already on the wall. Nice jump.
Yeah,
in.
I don't see anything so far.
Oh, you didn't make it. Fail.
And I'm assuming
Also- also
because
that, like,
realism, there's
climbing
probably
takes a
fall
minute.
damage.
Oh yeah.
I
Don't
don't know,
jump
man.
from
Take
the
a leap and see what happens.
It's interesting if you want to know. It's. I mean, falling is not what kills you. It's the velocity, right?
Yeah, it's the stop.
Yeah, it's
So-
a sudden impact.
Well,
of,
no. So we use velocity. We don't use height.
Oh, okay, very cool.
Oh, really?
So
You
it's
could
a
go to the
speed
back
thing.
of the building. Yeah. So if you were to like go really fast somehow and then like smash yourself into a wall, you'd take fall damage.
I mean, that makes sense, right? Like,
Yeah.
one of my favorite quotes from Top Gear,
There's-
the old
there's
British
nobody
Top Gear, was "No one's ever died from going too fast; they die from suddenly stopping."
Yes. Right. Exactly. Yeah. I'm gonna push out here.
Yeah, I'm following,
Got your 6.
Yeah.
bringing up the rear.
Let's hug around the back of this little alley here.
We are.
So last known location. Actually, we gotta go this way.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was just pulling up GPS.
So it was on the bridge. Okay, so they've either gone deeper past like up the bridge or come in close to us.
Yeah, so we could see engagement here soon.
Yeah, we could actually. Yeah.
Is there a? I know there's a crouch toggle. Is there a walk toggle? Walk, run, beat. Oh, hell
There
yeah.
is. Yeah. We're probably gonna get contact around this corner I'm heading around.
Yep.
Just nice and quiet. So you do have a stealth score based on distance and if you're in a bush and all that stuff. So
Okay.
the AI doesn't just instantly see you and turn and shoot at you.
Nice.
That's not gonna happen.
So you're gonna.
Perfect.
Right now you have. You said you had more camos coming. Are they all going to be like U.S. and allied camos, or are you going to do like some other camos
Well,
as
right now
well?
all the factions have their own.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
right now there's like the Tigers are wearing the old like 80s jungle kind
Okay.
of pad. What was that? You know, that
BDU.
traditional.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
BDUs.
Yeah.
Battle dress uniform.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna keep that for each faction. Like they'll keep
Hell
their
yeah.
own style.
Makes it a
Yeah,
little
just
bit
gonna
easier to
watch
see
on
an
the right,
enemy.
guys.
Yep.
I don't see any enemies actually.
I don't see anybody up on
Very
roofs.
strange in here.
Yeah, it's very not lively.
It's too quiet.
No, I'm actually kind of surprised. It's like they didn't spawn, but we would have known. I think Gopher would have told us.
Yeah. I don't see a DM
Unless
from him.
I
so.
got a I was gonna say unless I got a DM that I'm not seeing. Nope. Okay.
There's a little bit of a with the suppressor. There's a little bit of a graphical glitch when you scope. I can kind of see into the barrel.
Because you can see the. So that's actually that's a known bug.
Yeah,
I know what
okay.
you're talking about. Yeah,
Cool.
So that's actually the squad right up there, with the general. See him way up the rail line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's about 7 guys there on patrol in his group.
You got that, Russ.
Gopher's probably got eyes on us, so
Probably.
you can see if you can see the guy, you might be able to get him from there. One guy's gonna have a different cap.
I'm gonna move in. I'm gonna move into that building.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna try and get into some cover.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hug the wall.
Just keep in mind that Gopher's around here, and
Yep.
he's hanging around with the general. So.
Yep. I'm just thinking if I'm gonna be
I think they're
popping
gone,
shots.
though.
Oh, did they
They're
leave?
gone, they're
Dang.
gone. Yeah, they went right. I think.
I was trying to get into a. Yeah, I see him. They
We're
just
gonna have to go
crested
forward.
that hill.
Can you see him?
I
Middle mouse button.
Yep. Yeah, I marked. They're up there. I think Gopher
Okay.
might be right below, right there.
Okay.
So they're moving up
Yep.
that hill.
I'm gonna hide underneath the bridge here and push
Looking up
across.
behind you.
Oh, there's AI crossing the river there.
Mark.
Just so you know.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, I hear drone. That's Gopher. Fuck that guy.
All right. Where are you two at?
I'm under the bridge midway.
Okay.
You can shoot the drone, so.
Moving up to
See
you.
it yet? Oh, I see it. No, wait. Do I see it? That might be a bird.
Birds are
Wait,
just
it dropped
drones.
something. Let's see.
That-
It's about.
Oh yeah, that's a grenade. Yeah. It drops like it's shit on me.
Woo!
Oh.
Shots?
I'm firing the drone.
Okay. We're under the bridge.
Oh, you're shooting at the drone. Okay. We gotta push here. Let's push
Yep.
on the left side, man.
Yep.
Alright,
Maybe
drone's
we'll
down.
get into the forest on the left. Which way did the squad go?
They went up and to the left. So
to the left. Oh, I'm down.
fuck from where?
I just got shot by. I'm
Oh,
sure it was
damn it.
Gopher. Watch out,
Yep.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Gopher.
Sure was.
Right in the fucking head.
Yeah. You got me in the chest.
Oh, did he?
yeah.
Oh, no.
I
Hey,
don't-
you just gotta take out the general, man. Go for it. You can't stay there.
Bum rush him.
He's gonna fucking kill you.
Go, Mike,
Bro!
go.
Run away! Zigzag! Zigzag!
Zigzag. Yeah. Zigzag.
I don't even know
All
where
the
he shot you
zags.
from. I just saw bullets come
I don't
tearing
know
through your
Neither
back.
did I.
If you can dodge a bullet, you can dodge a ball!
Fair enough.
IQ,
too
of
slow,
course,
I
is being
think.
stupid. No surprise there.
Dun, dun. Yeah, so right
There we
now
go.
we can scale up to about 32 players still. Like, that's kind of our high water mark.
Nice.
But this cycle in particular, you can see we leaned way more into the AI co-op
Where you at,
single
Gopher?
player stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we were kind of like, okay, let's do a big pass on that stuff. Let's make it intelligent and kind of useful.
Yeah.
Although we haven't even fought the AI yet, which is super funny. So they randomly spawn on their spawners.
Uh-huh.
So let's say they have like 20 spawners in the map. We'll just spawn like 8 squads randomly. So every single time you play it, you have no idea where those squads are. But I have a feeling all those fucking squads are across that bridge.
Yeah, I think
They're
so.
like-
I think so.
There's
So I don't-
I'm looking at my GPS and they're all.
Well, you
everything
just
is
have
right.
that's just an attack marker, so you just gotta
Yeah.
go for it, man.
Get it,
Hey,
John
Gopher,
Rambo.
You want to truce it, dog?
What else did you bring? What else utilities did you bring?
Healing.
Okay. Yeah, well.
Nothing worth fucking using in a combat zone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it doesn't help you when you get shot in the fucking head.
My
No.
brain. Let me just inject this fucking adrenaline shot real quick. It's fine.
I'll put the free cam on for us next round when we do this, so you can check that stuff out too.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Fly around and look at
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, the game is also
Yeah.
just beautiful. Like, you guys have done a real good job building this world. It looks
Man, you
really
should
good.
see the new. You should see the new jungle.
Yeah.
I've started previewing it in our Discord, but it's gonna be different level, dude.
Nice.
I've been waiting to do a
I'm
jungle
like
for
waiting for
probably
Gopher to pop up.
10
so
or
I can,
15 years.
like, get
Do a
rough
proper
idea of
jungle,
the
dude.
direction.
You've never been to the knob, but you're gonna feel like you've been to the knob.
I'm for it.
Like, especially you in particular, you're gonna be like, it's like I'm sweating my beard off. You gotta go, man.
Charlie's got the jungle.
on.
Charlie's everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even like. It's weird because the coverage in the jungle is so complete.
Yeah.
Like the first time I walked around at nighttime, I turned on the flashlight and I can only see about 4 feet in front of me.
Jesus.
And I'm like, what the hell? How does that, like, it doesn't even matter if you have night vision.
That's
At
wild.
that point.
Yeah.
Can't night vision through leaves.
Just so
Like,
much foliage.
Oh, keep going, run, man, keep running.
I think
behind
it's,
me.
Yeah, I think he's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he looped
You
around behind us. Oh.
Ah, I'm fighting.
You're hit.
I'm down.
You're
I'm
hit.
hit. I'm hit.
Hit H, heal yourself real quick.
I'm trying. I hit
Right
H.
there.
Seven.
You can't be doing anything at the same time. You can't be running.
You gotta take cover.
yeah.
Take
Imagine
cover.
trying to bandage yourself while you're running, dude.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
And remember, it's realism based. So.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
50
it's fine.
pounds of gear just trying to shove some quick clot
Yeah,
into
dude,
your
it's fine.
fucking bullet hole. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
We had one of our guys was like, so you're trying to tell me I can't like jump from a cliff and fire my gun at the same time?
No.
And
No,
I
you
was like,
cannot.
I was like, dude, go try it.
Yeah.
Like, go.
I think it's behind you.
man.
To the left, behind you. Oh, no.
Yeah,
in
no, he's
front.
right in front. He's in front. Yeah. Don't forget you have grenades if you have them.
Ah,
Reload. Ah!
Gotta count those shots, man. Come on.
No.
Yeah.
I am a cop.
I
I don't
refuse.
count.
You
counting.
Right.
I just win.
Just fucking suppressive firing for who?
You don't,
You're
you
the
don't
only.
even, oh my god, he just threw a grenade at the wall.
Come on, Mike. You got this.
It's on your left. There's one on
Sure
your
don't.
left.
Yep, sure is. Why is G just grenade instead of like hold and then G? Like,
It's a great question. That's the design. Oh,
I got one.
Good job.
did get one.
You did better than
get
us.
one.
You did better than us.
Oh, he was right there. He killed you. That was him who killed you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Son of
He saw
a.
my temple and he's like, that's the target right there.
So I'm gonna pause it right now. If you guys go to the operation log, you should be able to see all the stuff
That was
that
a
you
lot of
gotta
fun.
get all your stats in there. Yeah. So you can see who killed who. And if you go to combat log and click on yourself, this is where you get really cool stats. You can see the damage that you've dealt and the damage you received.
That's cool.
So you can see all damage dealt, all damage received. And then I can look at yours too, and you can look at mine.
Gopher
and blah,
killed
blah,
me
blah.
by shooting me right in the lower torso, like dead center.
Man,
So
Gopher.
he actually hit you. How many times did he hit
Damn.
you? Oh, hold on.
He hit me
Damage.
once. Actually, one. He hit me once, and it was in the lower torso.
Oh, yeah.
NPCs shot me in the left foot,
Oh,
the left arm, the
oh,
thigh,
yeah.
and the like right
Yeah,
on the hip.
you
My
were
God.
hurting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gopher got me in the helmet and then in the vest. Like just this man straight
Yeah.
up assassin over here. Just
That's what he
double
did to
tap me
you, too.
straight.
I had a feeling you guys would be crossing that bridge there.
We didn't have
Like,
much
it was
choice,
either
to be
that or you were
honest.
gonna loop around, and so I
Yeah.
was kind of parked in an apartment overlooking that bridge, and I saw one of you
Well,
kind of come by. And
here's
then
what I'm thinking.
Another one underneath.
Now that we've had a warm up,
Yep.
let's go. Let's go hard.
Let's
and
do
let's
it.
kill Gopher.
Let's
okay?
do it. Yeah.
All right. So Gopher hit me in the upper torso, and then he hit me right in the fucking bean, right in the head. And of course, I wasn't wearing a helmet because I'm too cool.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
All about style over.
You notice when you
Yeah.
click on if you click on one of the shots, you can actually see the shot on the map.
Oh yeah.
So you can see the vector of the shot. If you click
Wow.
on it.
Oh shit. He was in Gopher. You were in the building behind the building I was going to go into. So
Yeah.
that building in front of you, I was actually on my way there to try and get a line of sight because I got the DMR. I was going to get a line of sight on the general.
I was getting nervous for a while there because I wasn't hearing any shots or anything.
Well, you know
and
what's
I'm like-
funny?
I'm like-
Did you see other AI in the map?
Oh,
I saw
yeah.
one
Yeah,
patrol.
there-
Okay, they were all there. That's what I thought. They were all
there was
there.
a bunch in the forest that had
Yeah,
spawned,
yeah.
and then
Yeah,
there
yeah.
was some that
Super
were
weird.
like in the town, and they all went north.
We
They
missed.
were-
We missed one
just-
group by like inches. So if you
Yeah.
go back to the
Oh.
beginning of the map, they like hard
really?
turned. Yeah. If you go back to where we came, trace our path.
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
one that walked
Yeah,
down that path and then you turned.
Oh, really?
And we missed them by
Dang.
maybe a minute, maybe. So
Oh wow.
yeah.
Oh
very
yeah,
cool.
look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Actually, there was quite a few around.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
We just.
Wow. We
we-
just happened to miss them.
Yep. Yeah. That's cool, man.
so
I love that.
We
That's
just
very cool.
added the colorization of all that stuff, or like of the AI. Before they weren't tracked, but now you can see each squad. That's a squad by squad basis.
Yeah.
So one arrow is one squad. So you're right. They went into the graveyard just as we came around the corner.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yep. We missed
So they
them.
were all there.
Yeah.
Now that's funny, man. How many do you figure were there, Gopher? Like over 50, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And we
man.
didn't run into one. That's hilarious. Yeah, cool. Okay, let's try it again.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, are we happy with our loadouts now that we've had a test run?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the DMR. I think I'm gonna
Okay.
drop the ammo pack though and take the drone. Since I'm on recon,
Gotcha.
that seems like a good call. So I'm
I'll
ready.
take the 40 mic. Maybe I
Nice.
can do an assassination with it. Be nice to do a 40 mic.
I'm a DMR and
Sure.
see what happens.
And then we get our secondary chance once we go to the loadout screen. You got 15 or
Mhm.
20 seconds or whatever.
All right, good luck, boys.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
sir.
too. So, Squad is a very different game than this, right? So, what inspired you to get into extraction shooters? Are you a fan of Ghost of Tarkov, or?
No, not at all. In fact, I think nothing compelled me to get into extraction shooters. I didn't know I was getting into extraction shooters. I had an idea for a game in my head. It wasn't an extraction shooter.
He showed up to work, and this is what came out of it.
No, it's like Roberto had already kind of built this idea.
Uh huh.
But I wasn't really into the extraction genre. I just wanted a hardcore one life infantry game.
Sure. Yeah.
So accessibility was the big thing, right? Something that people can really play really easily. That's the one goal. And you can just play with your buddy, dude. I went on the other night and there was 4
I'm
dudes.
sorry, I'm watching Russ run, and it's such a stiff animation.
It is
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
stiff.
He's just like fully just like laid back like this, and his legs are just moving.
It's a lot of it's procedural. So we actually have an animator now. He just started last week, which is great.
Nice.
That's why when you deploy your GPS now, it actually deploys with an animation.
Instead of just pulls it
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, because we didn't have one before.
We gotta go way far away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's normal. Yeah, but we're gonna this time.
Yep. This time we
I bet
got
we'll
this.
run into AI, or no, we'll run into NPCs and probably get killed. Since we're walking on the main road, this is almost guaranteed. But let's go to the side up here.
Yep.
So we'll take a bit of a forest path.
So will NPCs will they take cover in buildings?
No, they don't know how to open doors yet.
Okay.
So they're kind of like you, Russ. Like, somebody's got to open the door. Scratch at the door when he wants to go out and shit.
Meow.
Meow! No,
His little
they
dog-sized
don't-
brain. If you just stare at the door long enough, it'll just
yeah. They don't know how to open doors yet, but when they do, absolutely, man. I had them chase me through one of the other maps. We'll flip over to another map for another round, but we'll do it at nighttime because they have flashlights on.
Nice.
And they're hunting you
Yeah.
in a big industrial complex. Oh my god, dude!
My OLED, when I turn the night vision on, just like my
What?
whole fucking corner turns like blue.
So you can't. It's obviously it's daytime, so
Yeah.
hold the N button down and use your mouse wheel, and it will adjust the intensity.
Oh, nice. I like
Right there,
that.
contact.
Oh,
You got
hell
yeah. Hell
contacts.
All right.
Where?
We're in the
Let's take
corner.
'em- You guys want to take them out?
Yeah.
We can jump them.
Taking a shot. Oh, they're moving.
Oh,
They're going around
they
the corner.
move fast. Oh, they saw us. Somebody saw us. Okay, let's take them. Let's just go. Yeah.
I got one.
Got one.
Got one?
Is there a
So there's 2 guys dead now there.
Yep.
So that area's hot. They know that. So they're gonna try and find an alternate route now, and they're gonna work together as a group. So all 3 of them just went into this garden. I just got one in the head.
Got
Okay,
one.
we got him. Right.
Yep.
So you saw that once that corner was hot, they wouldn't come around it anymore.
Nice.
This is a really good feature.
Yeah, so it really keeps you on your toes because they're not gonna just funnel into you. In fact, it sucks because they flank you and kill you. You're like, fuck. So now what's happened, because there's been an engagement there, that's actually area's been marked for investigation by another squad.
Nice.
So now the global system is gonna call a squad in to check there, for sure.
So what you're saying is we should hole up in a building and just start clearing the streets.
If we did, yeah, they will come, but again, the area will get hot, so they won't take the same way in all the time.
Mhm.
Let's just scoot right across along that wall and right across the railroad track.
Alright.
Like straight in front. Oh, I got stuck on the track. Stuck on the track.
Moving.
I don't see anybody.
So the jungle's an interesting biome I've wanted to do for a long time. Just intensity and depth and elevation. We're doing 2 maps in parallel, which is super fun. So we're gonna do this really intense, really high, mountains and ranges. It's basically clandestine gold mines.
Ooh.
So you're going to be raiding these clandestine gold mine operations. And then the second map, I'm actually going to emulate the terrain from not Ground Bridge. What's it called? Sorry, Gray Zone.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually going to clone, in a sense, the biome that they use, and see if I can, like, you know, kind of do it justice in a similar way.
We got we're clear here. Clear on this side.
Roger. You can jump these. You don't need to mantle them or whatever. Look at that, Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Animations definitely. I'm excited to see where you guys go with those because they are very stiff right now.
And prone. There's things like prone and ladder climbing that we want to add. Okay. I'm safe for now.
Can you also do the like Metal Gear Solid roll around thing?
Oh, like when you roll around and then you look up and you're like, I'm tough now. Like you're just like super cool.
Oh yeah.
Anything that's super cool is what you're saying.
Anything that's super cool.
Okay. All right.
Why be a tactical shooter when you
enemy,
can be
enemy,
super cool?
right there. Close forward.
Danger close.
Grenade.
Throw it and I'll light him up.
A grenade. Yeah, do it.
Grenade out.
I'll turn on the street lights.
Molotov out.
Oh, enemies here too. Fuck. Okay. I gotta back off. Just make sure we fall back.
Yep.
We're gonna get 2 squads on us probably. I'm in front of you.
Yep.
Oop.
I'm covering fire.
Okay. All right. I'm good. I'm holding. You can back up.
I don't see him, but I hear
You can
shots.
take them. There's a squad on the right as well, just FYI. So they will have been alerted by that. Watch your right, McNabb. Right on the edge of that building. They could come up.
There's a couple.
They are coming up. Got one down for you.
Yeah. I'll check the right side here, Xerox.
Just
Xerox.
go, Mike.
There it goes.
Or Mike. Yeah, Mike's fine.
Mike's fine.
Mike.
Yep.
Mike's fine. Mike's good.
Mike's good. My mic sounds nice.
Okay. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
It's clear on this side. There's another squad around, though.
I think
Did you
we're
guys see
clear
him?
over here. I'm not seeing
Killed
anybody.
one. Five guys, approximately?
I did put down about 4 or 5 of them, yeah.
Okay. Maybe we got them both.
I think my Molotov and then suppressive fire took out most of them over here. I see at least 2 on the ground. There's a third one here.
Now, if you're in a safe place, feel free to look at their inventory and get an idea, because you can get supplies from it, grenades especially.
Yeah, nice.
It's worthwhile grabbing. Well, yeah, you caused some damage here, son.
Occasionally, I have a good day.
Yeah.
Same.
So we're still continuing to add a lot of interactivity. So like all the lights you can shoot out.
Nice, love that.
They can
Love
always,
being...
and that's just like uniform throughout the game. If you see a light, you can shoot it.
Nice.
You know, things of that nature. So we want to keep.
Oh, that was that was suppressed. That was not
That
us.
was either a ricochet or a shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been a ricochet.
I heard that too. What am I stuck on? What is right here? That's
Geometry? You're getting caught on a bush or
It's
something?
probably just a bad collision. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
I think this pipe has a new effect on it if you shoot it for fun.
Nice.
Oh no, it doesn't. It's not this one. It's another one.
Oh, okay.
This is cool too, but
It makes
I
a
put a
good
steam
noise.
it doesn't make the steam effect though. The
Oh.
other. Oh.
Behind us?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's behind
I
us
think
somewhere.
Somewhere up there, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna flank right. Try and get a circle on these
Right
guys. Try and get eyes on. It's that other squad I was telling you about.
Yep.
They're fucking there. Little bastards. They were just circling around the building. Got one.
Got 2.
Got one as well.
Reloading.
Yeah.
Got one.
Oh, drone overhead.
Are we clear?
Right there, right there.
I'll get it.
Oh, fuck.
Don't die.
Fuck you. We're getting out of here, boys.
All right.
Back off. Let's go, Mike. He's dropping grenades on us.
Yeah.
Got it.
He's only
keep
got
forgetting
3
that
though.
Drone's down.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Let's move.
Yeah.
That was a fun engagement.
Yeah. As I told you, they flanked around us.
Yeah.
So they went around the back of the building because all those guys got killed in the front. They were like, we're gonna go around.
I'm covering our
Shadow
6.
Yeah, they're still following us.
Yeah, I'm-
Drone's still up. Drone's coming your way, guys. Right side of the building.
I see it.
There it is. Yep.
Yep. Got it. Nice. Good
Got
hit.
it. Nice. Yeah. Oof.
Ow.
Oh,
Are
the
you all
last
right?
grenade went off. That was pretty
good.
fun.
We still got
I'm
one
getting held
behind
back.
us, so keep an eye out.
Roger that. Yeah, we can hold.
Marp.
Oh shit,
Marp.
grenade out. Sorry, I made a mistake.
Marp.
Oh God. I'm gonna heal.
Russ knows what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Merp.
Map.
Why are you murping? Why are you murping?
Flashbang.
Oh,
It's from Archer. When the flashbang goes off near him, he like puts his finger in his ear and he's like, Merp.
contacts.
Shots.
Contacts.
Shots. Mark.
Ah,
Oh, right
behind
there.
us.
Oof.
Ow.
Oh shit! You ran in front of my shot, son. I'm sorry, bro.
Way to go!
Lights down.
It's funny. I killed the bad guy and you at the same time.
You sure did.
Hell
I watched
yeah.
him drop. So.
Fuck. Sorry,
All
bro.
It's alright. I just boosted the bullet.
We'll give
It's
him.
fine,
We'll
okay.
give him. We'll make sure he gets the Medal of Honor on the way home.
Okay, squad right in front of us. I think that's the end. Let's just light him up, dude.
Yep.
Right from here.
Oh, fuck, behind you! Behind you! Shut up from
Oh,
behind.
behind me? Fuck.
I came
probably
around that
Gopher.
corner and immediately got lit up. Yep, it was Gopher.
Are you
Gopher
dead?
got me. Oh yeah.
Oh shit. Little camp.
He's center masked the shit out of me.
Yeah. I'll get away from him. He can't chase me. I'm the map maker. The map maker's on the scene.
We got the
Can't catch
cartographer
the
in
map
here.
maker. The cartographer. Yeah. Thank you for the eloquent title. I just called myself the map maker. You're like, you're
So-
the cartographer, man.
It's all right. I still have the
Don't
brain
ever
of a
slum.
dog. I might know good
You s-
words, but I still don't know how to open doors.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's just for pooping, right?
Right. Who needs that?
Inside you just pee. You just pee.
What the fuck? Spectation. Okay, that was weird.
What's that?
The spectate cam, you literally just like warped through that
Yeah.
fucking door.
So the spectator cam is never prioritized, like,
Sure.
from a performance or
standpoint.
like update point of view. Yeah. Okay, yeah, if I can find that squad. Oh.
Nice.
Blip.
Yep.
Nice. Good hit.
Blip.
Oh, dropping him.
Go to
Till
sleep. Go to sleep.
Gopher drops me.
Sounds like
Shots
it's.
coming in. I wonder where those guys
Ooh.
were, man. Oh, they're down there.
Oh,
I think Gopher is like
that was some good splatter on that
across the
one.
way there. I
Yeah.
thought I saw him running.
Did you see him on my right?
Across the way, like he was
Okay,
running
all right.
left to right.
Yeah,
Oh, oh.
east. Probably. Yep, down in front of you. Go towards the ledge. And just, oh,
Whoa.
he's there.
Wait,
At
don't
the,
go too close. He's like right
At the
there.
base here?
I think so.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
right
I
at
see,
the
I see.
intersection. There you go. Nice. Did you get him? You got him.
Not Gopher, though.
No.
That's not the bad guy. Not the general. The bad guy. He's probably a really nice guy.
He might be. He probably, he.
Yeah. He's
Brings
probably a
home-
really nice guy. He's probably
Yeah.
got family.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes a Guinness and
Yeah.
good burger on the weekends.
Look, man.
And
In,
long walks on the beach.
in war, there are.
Oh, there he
that's
is.
That's a
There he
full
is.
ass squad.
That's the general, isn't it? Yeah, right there.
Nice. Assassination complete.
I should get a marker for my... I should? That's him.
Ooh, was it?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh,
You've been set up.
Okay.
There's no escape taxi.
yeah. Surprise, cartographer! You've been duped.
That was the guy, man. He had the booty cap on. Oh, no way. That should definitely be him. It's been working. I've been testing it. It's like hasn't failed.
Of course, it does on stream. If it's gonna fail, it's
Yeah,
gonna
of
fail
course.
on a stream, right?
Yeah. There's
Oh,
Gopher.
that's Gopher.
Did I blow him up at least? Oh, fuck.
Nope.
God damn it,
No, you
son.
didn't.
I called it, too. I was like,
Yep.
this Gopher's gonna be good.
Coming for you up the stairs. Well done, Gopher. Well done.
Thank you.
Done. Well done. It was a good little round there.
The AIs gave you away there. I knew you were somewhere
I-
around there, but I
so-
saw they were shooting up at
Yeah.
the rooftop.
Here's the issue. I shot the general. He was in
Oh,
that
did you?
pack,
I didn't know
and
that
I
was
shot
the
him in the
squad.
head, and it didn't trigger, which is really odd.
I'm gonna revert back
Okay.
to when Gopher said that he's gonna be cheating. I think that was what he was referring to.
I think
Yeah,
so.
it
Yeah.
could be. Could be.
Yeah.
Or else, maybe the game. Oh, you know what? That just gave me a really big hint why the game mode didn't end, because Gopher was still alive.
Ah. So you have to
But it
take out
still
the
should-
general and the
No,
player.
it's no. It still should have given me the Exfil location. It shouldn't have mattered.
Mm.
Oh, that's okay. Well, that's why we test, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's why
what
we're on
doing.
the test version, boys.
Yep.
Okay. Gopher, you want to get on our team and we'll play a big one on. We'll just do an Exfil round on one of the big industrial matches, or we could.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you know what? Let's do even better. We'll split it up. We'll do 2 teams of 2 versus the AI looking for the intel on the helicopter.
Sounds good.
Yeah, because it's nighttime map, flashlights on, night vision.
Oh,
Everybody goes suppressors.
Sounds fun.
nice.
It's gonna be good.
I can't wait to get destroyed.
Yeah, Mike, get over
You're
on
not gonna
the
get destroyed.
get on the Tigers with me, and let's
right.
lose.
All right,
Oh yeah, you're gonna play against us.
Yeah. Yeah.
we're gonna get
We're gonna
railed.
do coin drop versus the devs.
Okay. Rec
I'm just
distance.
the editor. I don't know who this person is.
Yeah. So the rec distance will be fairly middle of the map, and the radius is a little bit smaller than normal when there's a lot of players, so it's not as big of an area to search. But the
Alright.
big factor on this map with the AI is just that there's a lot of AI in the like operations area. But we'll play I was telling you about where they're walking around at night with their flashlights, so it's pretty cool. Match settings, max AI. Let's go to nighttime.
And we're doing night vision and suppressors, right?
Yep.
Cool.
And don't forget you can choose your night vision preference.
Yeah. I prefer the green. It feels very much how it should.
How about some nighttime light snow? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Light snow, nighttime.
Yeah.
2,300 hours.
Sounds
Light
good.
snow. I think I'm good. We're on the Bulls. Do we want to be on a different team, Gopher, or what? You want to be Spartans or Dragons, or any preference?
Let's go Spartans. I don't play
I
Spartans.
haven't played them
very
for a
well.
while, yeah.
Yeah.
So they have the MK20, and I need to put the suppressor on, which is on.
I love the camo, dude. I love it. It's so like just the amount of customization you guys have added to this that doesn't have like not necessarily a paywall, but like a grind wall, right? Like a lot of games you have to work to unlock stuff, and it's cool to earn that. But at the same time, like for somebody who's a busy dad, also working or busy, just
totally
just wants to jump in and play and have fun and doesn't want to have to worry about grinding for everything. It's really great.
And not only that, it's the reality is, let's just be honest with ourselves. Games are drawn out because they want you to grind for that stuff.
Yeah.
Don't kid yourself.
Yeah.
They do the math. They draw the game out. It's not like there's no value being gained. You aren't gaining valuable experience for your life. The one thing I didn't point out is actually the patches. We started putting in clan patches, so we wanted to template out the system. So we do have a patch system in here.
Nice.
So that we can have people can put like custom group patches and things. We have to add these manually. We have a big index of them. But we have like our elite beer drinking assassins, one of the groups who work with Cowboy Collective, who makes videos. We have a missile team patch for the guys who are in the missile team, a founders patch, Easy Company we work with, and the Hawks.
Nice.
So we're gonna keep adding an index of those for the future too.
Well, hey,
most games don't do it. So
if you want to add a coin drop one, I will happily send you our
so
logo.
if you get me a logo, I'll make you a flag.
Yeah, you guys got a sick logo.
I will send you. I will send you the vector image as soon as we're done with the
so
stream
I'm taking
tonight.
everybody's logo and I'm making it into a flag essentially, and then if you click on it, you can see it on the shoulder and the helmet.
Yeah, that's cool. I did the EBDA when you told me what that was. I was like, oh, I've got to do that one.
yeah, the elite beer drinking assassins. Yeah. I don't think suppressor's on the handgun yet. No, not yet. There will be though soon.
Sweet, that's cool. Yeah,
okay,
so just
night vision. What's that?
Heavy versus medium versus light vest, does that actually affect?
Yeah, so the armor, so the chest plate, the dick plate, and the shoulder plates, absolutely, and the helmet. They are actually armor, so they do affect the shot. They have a reduction in damage if they get hit. They don't penetrate or anything, but they give. So if it was going to do it at 100 damage to you, it would do 30 instead. Gotcha. If it hits the plates.
Nice.
So it is a factor. Now the one thing that's still to come is that there's going to be a weight. So that's the one thing we haven't added yet. That we're plumbing in the background, but we haven't added, is that everything that you bring, especially in your utilities, is going to add weight. So if you want to bring the drone and some other stuff. Yeah, like it's gonna add
You're
weight.
We're making a bunch of noise and
Yep, and you're gonna be slower, and your fatigue's gonna go up faster because I think we're gonna finally add. We have fatigue already, But I want it to eventually, you have to slow down and you can't run continuously.
Yeah.
So if you want to be a tank with ammo and a 249 or big machine gun or something, you can. But you're gonna have a hard time keeping up with your squad. That's the whole point.
Nice.
Your group. So
yeah, that was one thing. Rainbow Six Vegas did kind of the weight to defense kind of thing too. And I was a big fan of that in Rainbow Six Vegas.
I remember the armor system.
You had an armor system, and you could take lighter armor or heavier armor, and it had obviously it wasn't
a
as
factor, right?
Yeah, it wasn't as advanced as what we're able to do now and what you guys are doing, but it was
like
definitely.
Plus, if you think about it, even plus or minus 5% movement speed, like over the course of a 20-minute match, that's you getting left behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or not being able, or not dodging that bullet that you need to dodge.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, I guess I'm gonna mute up in here. Or are we just gonna talk?
My game just crashed actually, so give me a second. It's probably I think I know what it is.
That's okay. We'll just restart it. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
no big deal. It's just the four of us.
Yeah. I have a feeling Corsair still hasn't fixed their memory leak issue.
I was gonna say it's usually almost memory, always. Yeah. Well,
And-
that's okay. We'll just
Actually,
restart.
with Corsair.
Yep. Good old Corsair screwing me still.
Did I crash now too? I tried to get out of the session.
Uh-oh.
I'm still here. Oh, the night vision with snow is kind of nice.
That's weird. Okay.
My game just crashed now as well.
No, that was me. I killed
Another
it.
connection lost.
Yeah.
All right.
It says just because I killed the host. Let's just start again.
Yeah, I'm launching back in. I should only.
And
be
we
in
are
it.
in public testing too, so there will be some
Yeah.
inherent instability.
Sure, makes sense.
Although, I mean, you can probably attest it's pretty stable. It's not that unstable.
It's
so.
honestly, so just to put it in perspective, I bitched about this when it happened, but I bought Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on PC when it came to PC because I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
And I could play that game for about 20 minutes at a time and it would crash
Oh no!
every time.
Seriously?
Yeah, I still
I don't
haven't
know if
gone
you
back
can
to
see
play
it,
it.
but I got.
That's so sad.
Where is he? I got
Sephiroth? Yeah, I see the one wing up there. Yeah. Yeah,
Right there.
so I've been wanting to play it, but I still haven't gone back to it because like I was trying to write a review on it for when it came out and recording footage, and it was crashing every 20 minutes. I was
Right,
like, nope,
right.
fuck it.
Yeah.
So
Okay, servers up. Coin drop.
perfect. Considering that yours, this is the first time it's crashed, and we've been playing for over an hour at this point. No, yeah, I'd say it's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. You guys,
I think we'll be able to keep the optimization pretty good too. Like we've been fighting it hard, and so far so good. Like the fact that you're able to still run it like, reasonably,
yeah,
is good considering the fidelity, right? That we're trying to push.
yeah,
Double-edged sword, especially with a small team.
yeah. But you guys are doing amazing. Honestly, this is I have noticed indies in general have come a long way in terms of like quality and scope and stuff like that. And you guys are doing amazing. I mean, look at what the ex devs of CD Projekt Red are doing with Blood of the Dawnwalker. I don't know if you guys have seen that project.
Yeah. Oh, it's not that. I was thinking of the Hunger. Sorry. Yeah.
The Hunger is also
Blood
another.
different
One of the Dawn Walkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a bunch of the people on the marketing team.
Yeah.
Well, I knew them back when they worked at CD Projekt Red.
Right. Yeah.
And now we're working on that. Looks so.
Okay,
good.
everybody's got their night vision goggles, their loadout ready to go.
Let me just double check real quick.
No worries.
Yep, making sure suppress. Yep,
Good to go.
Yep, I'm good to go.
Okay. And we got no mortars on. We could put mortars on.
I mean that kind of kills the stealth aspect, right?
It does. They're kind of annoying. Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
So now, fuck that.
It's really good for public play because if you get anybody fucking around, it's just like it eventually will kill them essentially.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, bleed out is another thing we'll definitely put in the refactor
that'd be
of the
cool.
damage.
Yeah.
So I think we want to put bleed out, healing. So one guy will be able to heal you. He can bring a healing bag,
Sure.
and then maybe some limb / positional damage that you can never heal. So even if you heal up, you're still slower.
I mean that makes
Yeah,
sense,
okay,
right?
that would be
Like,
nice if that was a thing. Like if you got shot in like the back of the calf, you could
Exactly.
put bandage on it or something, but you're still like you're limping around.
yeah.
Yeah, you're still gimped. Yeah, because rounds are only 20 minutes, right, in the core game mode PvP.
Mhm.
So that's fair. So just a reminder: press N and hold N to adjust your night vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that looks so good. You got like
It is so good.
You nailed like the film grain that you get from NVGs. I don't know if you guys have ever actually worn real NVGs.
But I looked at a lot of references, so
This feels like I'm wearing NVGs, and I only had the
Well, that's
opportunity
good.
to wear them once. But like this feels exactly how it felt. Like
And
the
just a
level of
reminder,
grain.
He is a veteran.
No, I'm aware.
Yeah.
He knows what the fuck he's talking about.
I did incidentally check out Russ's Facebook. I talked to him about it in third person, like he's not here. And the one thing I related to immediately is how every third picture is him holding a beer vertically. And I was just
There
like,
was a lot of that. Yeah.
You're a man after my own heart.
All right. So
Oh, shit.
so our downed chopper is the circle, if I remember correctly, and
It's somewhere in the circle.
right.
Yeah.
And it's is it 4 teams, 4 full squads?
No. There's about probably 50 AI somewhere. So
and then
there's
us
probably
2 or us 4,
there's
right?
probably seven squads and a bunch of sentry groups around on the map,
Okay.
and then us 2 and you 2.
Right. Okay.
And you can see their flashlights. It's pretty obvious when they're walking around.
Yeah.
But you just don't want. The big thing is if you're gonna get if 2 squads are gonna jump you, you need to back off.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just back the fuck off because you're not gonna survive it.
Nah, bro. You're Batman. Just do it.
Even if you're Batman.
Even if you're Batman.
I'm not
Is it-
wearing
it-
hockey pants.
Yeah, is this a Batman versus Superman argument? Is that where we're going? I feel it's starting.
Actually, it was
Don't
going to be
worry,
that
I'm
Christian
sorry.
Bale was a better Batman.
I don't even know who my favorite superhero is.
Max
I would almost say Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's great, dude. Honestly, I grew up reading Spawn and classic Deadpool, Hellblazer, so like Constantine. So I read a lot of the Dark Horse stuff, and like I like the Deadpool movies, but they're still not like quite as good as what I grew up reading.
Yeah.
Deadpool was a lot more like angsty and anti-hero.
Oh shit, we're dead.
I
We just got completely surrounded.
I literally was like, shots, and you're like, Deadpool is this angsty anti-hero.
Dude, we got 3 squads basically surrounded us.
They
That's
came
nuts.
from
Just
like
win
the
by default.
bushes
Let's
too.
try that again.
like-
I know they
Yeah.
came behind us, dude. I'm telling you, that we shouldn't light them up. We should just go about our business, man.
Where
try again.
I want to see. Is it gonna play
go
the
watch
log?
the replay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the shortest log ever. Oh, it's not actually playing the replay. I wonder why.
Yeah, I see where we ended. But I
You
don't
can see where we died.
Yeah, you guys got just done.
We literally came down that hill and died.
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah, because there was like 3 squads.
So
We
you
were
died on the hill.
Yeah. Anyway, let's try again. It's not my hill to die on. It's just my hill, technically.
You made it. You're
I'm not
the
gonna die
cartographer.
on that hill. It's like, yeah, you made it, man.
You are literally the cartographer.
Yep.
That is
the
your
mapper.
Yeah.
He's
You know, I'm a little modest. I think of myself as a mapper, not a cartographer.
Yeah.
we're
Alright.
gonna give you the accolades you actually deserve and call you the cartographer.
Gopher, put your the cartographer.
You should change your in-game title from like
Cartographer.
add keep developer, but then just put like the cartographer.
Yeah.
Cartographer. Yeah, cartographer. Yeah. It's kind of long though.
It is
This
a little long.
summer, Jason Statham in the cartographer.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what this package is, but I gotta get it from point A to point B.
Yeah. And he doesn't have a map, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't need a map. I'm the
Hold on, I think he's
cartographer.
already done this movie like 3 times. Cartographer is
So
actually just a
Gopher,
prequel to
should
Transporter.
we clear these guys up from the hills, maybe, rather than engaging them when they're like 10 feet away?
Russ.
What? I'm
I
right
say
here.
we go north,
Should we try to climb that?
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
go all the way north and loop around.
Okay. And kill the bad guys, the other squad.
You want to climb
Billie
it?
I
Eilish?
mean, go south.
Billie Eilish.
Around.
And we'll get Billie Eilish finally.
Can climb?
I don't think so. Climbing's not implemented yet, is it? Climbing
You
ladders?
can vault. No,
I
we
wanna
can't.
Okay.
climb a
Sorry,
ladder.
I don't think so.
sorry.
Climb
No,
up.
you're fine. You're fine.
Sorry, bro.
That's all
I
right.
see how it is.
How
You're just,
dare you have
you're
a
just-
game in development? We got
I
context
mean,
up there.
I can climb ladders. Your character can't. Dev hacks, man.
Dev
He's
hacks.
got player 1 cheats.
I could have just kept telling you were climbing ladders, but you just got to hit it right. That would have been funny.
Oh, we're doing it?
I was checking range. We're seeing range.
Mhm.
Seeing effective range, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Something-
go through there.
Are you
Tyler.
also missing every single shot? 'Cause
Yes.
That's what I'm doing.
Yep.
That's some precise bullet drop, let me tell you.
It's very good. I
It is-
also
well, yeah. We did test it recently, and it's pretty fucking accurate.
It
It's
is kind
pretty-
of nice to see the AI just kind of like freak out because we're shooting them from too far
Yeah,
away. So
they
like,
do. Yeah,
what is
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out. You said you could zoom in on the scope, right?
Press Z.
Z.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a Z.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll be 6 and 1 or 4 and 1 depending on
Gotcha.
the scope you have.
I'm trying to. Really hard to gauge where I'm hitting at night.
What's that go for?
Might be them.
Might be them, huh? You think so?
I saw some over there.
Well, don't worry. There's a gate between us and them, and Russ can't open doors. So.
Oh, okay.
Apparently he can't shoot over the gate either.
Oh, he's not allowed through gates.
Yeah, nah. Gates are my natural boundary.
Oh, I mean, his mom told him he's not allowed. So,
Yeah.
so like,
Mom said I
Let's
can't do
go back
that.
to the episode where you're like, tell your dog I said,
he'll understand.
An episode like that.
He'll understand. Yeah.
He'll know what's out there.
I can't open doors.
Yeah.
Help.
Mike, you on me? Where are you? I'm over here.
I don't know, man. Where are you?
I went.
You're right
Just
there?
hang,
Yeah,
hanging with the dogs.
hanging with the dogs.
Let's go through here. Gopher. Are you gonna go that way? Okay. All right. All right.
Is that you? Is that you?
Yeah,
Is that
I'm
you, Houston?
Catch you on the other side.
wondering if I can shoot through this chain link fence.
You can. Yeah. Yeah. But just don't. If I'm on the other side, no.
Well,
You're not shooting.
I'm not getting
What
bullets
you
through
doing?
it.
Look at what you did.
I found a text.
Hey, Russ,
Yeah.
they can also shoot through chain link fences.
I don't think they can, because nobody's hitting me.
The AI
They're a good
can.
shot.
They can see through it. They can see through it.
They can see through it, but bullets
There
are
is a
definitely hitting the links.
Deflection. Yeah, it will hit it, but it'll penetrate. So there's like a deflection or some kind of deviation. I don't hear you guys fighting anybody.
Yeah,
We're just so impressed, you know?
Oh, that's
We
true.
are
You
stealth
are
king.
suppressed.
is that still on
Son of a-
fire? I can't tell.
I'm gonna say no.
Mike, are you
Yeah,
shooting
why don't
or
you-
what here,
Why
buddy?
don't you go touch it and
I'm
find
just
out?
watching you do your thing, cause like I'm keeping your 6 like clear.
Or something.
Man, shooting
I
through
don't
the
know,
chain link is actually quite difficult.
Did you hit a guy? You should be able to hit a guy.
I am. It just
Yeah. Okay.
it's definitely
It is.
dropping the damage.
Oh, that could be the case as well. Yes. Yeah.
There you go.
That's a
He's down.
that's a good observation actually, because we just implemented it. I gotta check how much damage is going through.
Well,
Alright, Russ, we gotta move.
yeah.
Gotta be like a Colin Murph.
They just let us do the whole operation.
Yeah, dude, we're shooting things.
We're testing. Isn't that what you wanted us to do?
Yeah.
Other people?
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Welcome. Yeah, fun.
Don't worry, we're gonna flank you here in a minute and come in right as the helicopter
What?
comes in. Don't worry about it.
Fuck, did I just what?
Mike, keep up.
The worst winter critic.
Sorry, I'm seeing some weird
crickets.
shit happen.
What happened?
It looked like there was a tripwire on the ground, but it wasn't. It was just a weird
Oh.
black line on the map, and I was like, as I moved my camera, it like
Oh, that's weird.
wedged around. It was weird as shit. Where'd you go, Russ?
Up the hill.
Help!
Hey
Oh,
guys,
Russ.
Russ is up the hill.
Inadvertently
Right,
ghosting
Gopher,
yourself
over-
out.
Hey,
Yep.
Gopher.
Yeah.
Up there, maybe.
No.
No. Or yes. Or yes. No or yes. Yes or
You
no.
wanna go investigate?
Yesn't?
I'll go with you. Yeah.
Yesn't.
Yesn't.
We got the intel, so
Yeah, that's why I'm hunting you. That's why I'm moving that
Yeah,
direction.
I see him. I see him.
Oh,
you
oh.
see him. Nice.
He's got
Yeah,
eyes on me.
Firing in 3, 2, 1.
I don't see him, so
I'm
Nope.
just messing with him.
Okay.
No, you're running into a fucking tree.
Oh god, at least it's not a door. At least a tree I can go around.
yeah.
Is that you right there, Russ? Is that you right there? Is that you? Is that you? Is that
I'm
you?
leaning. I'm
Are you?
leaning. I'm
Are you?
leaning.
Is that you?
I'm leaning. Well, did you just shoot me for real? Are we
Did I?
doing
I don't
Helldivers
know.
again? Are we do I need to bludgeon you with a hatchet again? Is that what we're doing?
Did he just kill you?
No,
No.
he just wounded me. Just clipped me.
Winged him.
Yeah.
It was weird because your animation, because you said you were leaning, and your animation looked like it could have been. Yeah, so from like way back
He
there,
was
scoped
leaning,
down,
yeah.
it was like static as fuck.
Ah, all right.
I didn't see it. So
Oh.
that's why I kind of just like
Well, you could just
Like
check your GPS and see who your
He
buddy
could,
is.
but you know,
Oh yeah, okay.
he's.
Nah, I'd rather shoot him in the shin.
He would rather shoot me in the shin.
Yeah, I'd
hear
rather
you
give him
scream.
shin splints.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up there if
Rather
we
hear
can.
you scream.
We need to
It
move
looks-
because if they have the intel,
Coming.
they're
They've called the heli.
yeah, they're probably getting out of here soon while we were dicking around trying to shoot people through fences.
We're gonna be at Taco Bell
I
in
don't know
like
who
20
you
minutes.
mean we is about shooting people through fentanyls. Fentanyls?
Fentanyls?
Fentanyl?
Fentanyl?
That was a Freudian slip.
Yes.
Fentanyl? Yeah.
Fentanyl Force. Is that a kid's cartoon? Fentanyl Force.
Shots? Is that you?
Try to shoot the light. That's
Okay.
me. Try to shoot the light. It didn't work.
Okay,
Like,
good.
I don't hear
dumb.
any shots from you guys. Yeah, the suppressors are so quiet. It's
really
funny, I was
nice.
looking at references for like the XM7s in real life with their suppressors, and they're not quiet at all.
Yeah,
They're still like, dude, they're like 140 decibels still. even
Yeah.
With the suppressor on,
suppressors are not as quiet as everybody
No.
thinks they are.
not even remotely. Yeah. Especially on spicier rounds,
Can't do
right?
anything, but I'm launching grenades in that general direction.
Spicier ammo. I'm gonna launch grenades in your general direction after you launch grenades in my general direction.
Alright.
So go ahead. Launch away, sucker.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
It felt. You hit me. I'm hit. I'm
Oh,
hit.
liar.
I'm hit.
I don't think these are actually doing anything. What the fuck?
I'm hit.
Well, you gotta hit
We
something.
didn't hit. Ow,
what?
I did not do. Why did it not put my gun away?
Oh, it definitely does work.
Help. 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 Help.
Did you guys kill Gopher? Or did I
No.
kill Gopher?
Did you kill Gopher? When you killed me, I
I'm
wouldn't
a-
be surprised. You're alive?
I'm alive. Are you alive?
Gopher's gotta
Yeah,
be
dude,
alive.
I'm right here. Hey, what's up? It's me.
We got shots over there.
Let's just go to the helicopter. It's fine.
We don't have the intel.
It's from the bong.
Brilliant.
You know, you're just.
One does not simply go to the helicopter.
One does not simply intel.
I think Gopher's around.
I'm with you.
Yeah, get in here, bro.
Oh, are you in the chopper?
Yeah, I've been in here for ages.
Get in
Get in the chopper now!
Yow!
Leave these
Get in the
jokers
chopper.
behind. Ow! Why are you trying to shoot me? Oh my god, where's the Gopher?
Help! Help!
Help, 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 help. Okay,
That's my boy! Mother, help!
we want to kill these guys. Okay.
Don't.
Mike, they're over here.
I'm dead.
Oh, you bastard.
That's me.
Why'd you do that?
Bastard. And, yeah, I decided I didn't want to anymore.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Take that, biatch!
Tired of this, Grandpa!
GG's, GG's.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, yeah, so that's the update.
Nice.
That's
So
that's
far
a good
it's fun.
summary
I'm liking
of
it.
everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's good.
It's
We're gonna do next end of this month, May 30th weekend is gonna be another demo weekend. So we just turn on the game and we let anybody play.
You just flip the switch and
Yeah.
see what happens.
Yeah. So it was like, I think the one weekend was about 1,500 people peaks, which was awesome.
Holy shit.
And the
Jeez.
other, yeah, it was not bad, right? Like, and then the other peak was probably 600 or something like that on the one demo weekend, which is still fine for us. And we just let it run for like 4 days. We get all the testing done, get a lot of feedback, whatever else, and then we're off to the races for like another 8 weeks. We do an 8-week cycle, and then we demo it again. We just put it up for free. And my philosophy, right or wrong, is that if people have this, like, just because of the way the industry's gone and what everybody's been through, it's you get constantly getting robbed essentially.
yeah.
Yeah.
So my philosophy is like, if you really don't want to get robbed, just come and play it on a demo weekend, and if you like it, buy it. That's it. Done.
I mean,
Good way to do it.
honestly, again, going back to Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, man, like I paid full price when that game came out. I still
Yep.
haven't gotten to play it because I still haven't gone back because their updates are shit and they just say, "Oh, we fixed bug crashes." Okay, which ones?
Which ones?
Like, so
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's a $70
it's
game
not
I
the one
bought,
I have.
and I can't even play it. Right, so like it's one of those things where it goes both ways. Right, like the players don't want to be robbed, and the devs don't want to be robbed either. Like piracy is an issue. Right, I could have pirated
I
Final
suppose.
Fantasy VII,
Yeah.
but I chose to buy it to support the devs, and it's almost one of those things where it's like, well, I probably should have pirated it first to play it, make sure it ran, and then bought it, you know, and that's
You know what? We've even had people that have, you know, done one of the first free weekends with us, and they've kind of gone like, you know what? I'll wait till later, and then they've come
Yeah.
back the following free weekend, seen the progress, and then gone, damn, you know.
And they're like, oh yeah,
That's a lot of
I'll buy it now. And
progress.
I'm like,
I mean,
like,
yeah,
great.
and then
Yeah.
ended up buying it.
yeah, I mean, just from
Nice to see.
what I saw literally last year, I mean, it's 5 months ago, 6 months ago at this point,
Sure.
you guys have come a long way in that time from what I played to where the game's at now, what you've added, what you've changed, what you've, you know, it's kind of
And
smoothed out. And
I think the only transaction we're trying to have with the consumer is obviously can we build something that's fun to play, but the real goal is looking at our price point of $29.99 because everybody's like, oh, it's way too expensive, and it's like I just have a very different philosophy when it comes to that
sure.
because I can't feed my family on a $10.99 game. Like it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about this before, but most people don't realize at best, a studio with a publisher and also on Steam is going to take home 30 cents on the dollar
Yeah.
before they start paying their bills.
Jeez.
Before. So 30 cents on the dollar, then we pay our bills.
Yeah.
You know, so you know the idea that you know, you can have a 10.99 game. It's got to sell millions of copies.
Right.
Millions. So there's what you're basically saying is there's no room for niche games in that then, because if it's 10.99 and you're only going to sell 30,000 copies, they're just not going to get made. So people are just not going to make these games, right? So the hope is that we can show a model, even if we're not successful, at least we can show some parts of a model where that can be different. You can let people play, especially if the game has a lot of replayability and playable hours. Hopefully, you know, people are like, okay, I can see now that I could get 300 or 400 hours out of this. Now $29.99 is like a non-starter. It's $30 for hundreds of hours.
Yeah.
That should be a
and
non-argument.
it's a crazy thing because we had this conversation like way back, and I mean, just in the last week or two, you had Xbox raising the price.
Yeah,
of
we
all of
talked
their
about
titles
that.
by $10.
I'm not surprised at all.
Nintendo
just
raising
stupid.
the price of all their games when they announced the
It's
Switch
funny.
2.
I'm on a I come from a very different thought process, and I don't think it's stupid at all. I think it's inevitable.
Yeah.
Oh,
The-
sure.
It's
agree.
been coming, and it's. I hate to say this. I think it's actually needed.
Yeah.
It sucks as the consumer that it's
Yes,
happening.
I totally
right? Like,
agree.
Especially with,
Totally agree.
with the timing of when it's happening. But you're right.
Yep.
Like games, they only have gotten more expensive, right? I used to work at a game store. We sold brand new games for $50, then $60. Now they're $70. Now they're going up to $80. Like it's happening on a quicker timeline than I personally would like. But yes, development cost has gone up, and then you've got your marketplace. Like Steam takes a huge cut from games. So
I don't. You know what's funny? I suspect, and I'm going to correct myself if I'm wrong. How old are you, Russ?
I will be 34 in about 8 days, actually.
Because I'm just
Hey,
like
same age as me.
in my lifetime, that what you just said is not true.
No?
So I remember paying $60 for games.
Sure.
And I'm 48.
Right.
But $60 at that time was like $200.
Yes. Yeah. GameCube, I think, released at $70 in the early 2000s.
Right.
Which
So the
accounting for
very
inflation-
idea that $80. No, this is the thing. Funny. I'm gonna talk over myself. One is like the consumer me, and one is like the business me. The
I'm gonna
consumer
drop
me.
something in the podcast chat if you want to click on it and have a laugh.
The consumer me never pays $80 for a game.
Yeah.
And I never buy new games. Like
I don't blame. Like,
that's the consumer me.
right. Like that's.
I wait for it to go on sale because I know it will.
Yep.
Within 6 months, it's going to be on sale. I will wait for the first or the second sale.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Steam
but the-
summer
but-
sale
but
is,
the-
I think, where a lot of companies see a lot of purchases. So.
Yeah. I think if the model continues as it is with Steam right now, Steam wants there to always be a sale going. Basically, that's Steam's goal. The biggest sales we ever made in Squad on a day-by-day basis, free weekends, by far.
That's awesome.
The most profitable. You can make, even a game like Squad can make $500,000 to $700,000 over a weekend in free weekends.
Hell yeah.
Which for a small studio is huge, right? What were you gonna say, Gopher? Sorry.
Well,
I cut you off.
To the Steam thing. I mean, back in the day, Steam was only really like 4 sales.
Right.
Like the 4 seasonal sales.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know, right?
And,
yeah.
and now it's like, on
Let's
like
be
the
honest. Now
publishing
it's winners. It's winners.
Yeah.
It's something's always on
publishing
sale.
side, Microprose, like literally, we have a game in like a sale every different
Always.
week.
Yeah.
Because there's
Always.
always something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
whether it's
Yeah.
like the robots sale or
I mean, the one they just
top-down
did-
strategy sale.
The one
World
they
War
just
II sale.
Yeah, the one they just did recently was a combat sale or whatever, and it was any like war game or anything.
Yeah,
I actually
yeah,
picked
war
up
games.
I picked up Crusader Kings 3 because I was like, I've
Right,
seen
right,
this
right.
game really
I
cool.
saw that, yeah,
it's
yeah.
very outside of my normal game, and man, it's a hell of a lot of fun, but it's got a huge learning curve, and it's
Yeah,
one of those
yeah.
that's like at its normal price tag going into a game that I wouldn't normally purchase myself. I probably wouldn't buy it for $14.99. I'll throw $14 at that
yeah.
game. So
But
Yeah.
but you know what, part of what I like about the kind of price increases that we're seeing from the big three like Nintendo, Xbox, and Sony is we're kind of entering this weird like wild west of pricing. And there was just like an announcement, I think it was either today or yesterday, where the new Mafia that's being published by by
Old
Take
Country.
Two. Mafia Old Country, awesome trailer that they put
Yes.
out. But
I haven't seen it yet.
they came out and said it
sold
was going to be
Dylan Murphy.
$50. $50 at launch, and I think Donkey Kong is another one. That's Nintendo, and I think that's a $50
Nintendo?
game. Yeah, from Nintendo, which is like weird. So there's like
well,
Doesn't
people
make
are
sense.
another
are
prime.
being really kind of loose with their pricing to kind of be competitive in ways. So it's interesting.
Yeah,
It's-
there
it's
seems to
really
be no standard anymore. I mean, Claire Obscure Expedition 33 came out and it was $49.99, right? $50, and that's got Charlie Cox doing voice acting. That's got the lead actress from who did Shadowheart and Baldur's Gate. So like not unknown people. And for it to have a $49.99 price tag.
Well,
is-
from what I read today, though, on LinkedIn from some people who were working in that group, it's not an indie game. It wasn't a small team or anything.
right, which is why it's
Like,
even more surprising.
It was like 300 people with contractors included.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So,
So
it's interesting. GTA just got pushed to next year. I think a lot of people were waiting to see and like uniting on whatever GTA was going to do in price. We saw Nintendo announce their, in my opinion, insane price tag, because the only reason it's insane for Nintendo to go to that price tag is Nintendo games never price drop. They just don't. They might drop $10 or $15 over the entire life of their game, but that's it. So it's like, okay, I guess I'm just never playing Nintendo again.
What is the platform that you've owned that you probably have the least amount of games on? It's always Nintendo.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only
no, it's Xbox for me.
but who cares? If Nintendo's winning, then they're winning.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. We've said that it's a lot on the podcast. I used to say it with Tim a lot.
Yeah.
He said it a lot. Competition is the best thing to happen to the industry. You need competition, and it's honestly why for a long time at CoinDrop we've been really worried about where Microsoft is going, because if they leave the hardware market, that only leaves the massive gap between Sony and Nintendo, and that's not good for the market, for consumers or anybody.
You want my prediction?
Yes, absolutely.
You are not going to believe how big Netflix gaming is going to get.
You think so?
And nobody believes me, and I've been following Netflix for a long time. I own a lot of Netflix, and I've been watching it, and I know what their company's doing internally.
Okay.
And man, are they poised for? I think they're gonna be Stadia finally.
That would be cool.
I think they will. I think they're gonna be the first success story in streaming games.
Awesome. Because we talked about that too when we were talking about like, okay, somebody has to fill that hole if Microsoft bounces out of hardware. And on one of our very early Patreon side, I was like, who should get into it? Henry Cavill. He should make a console and call it the Cavalier.
I'd buy that just for
right?
the name.
Exactly. So
But I actually think it's gonna be Netflix.
it very well could be. I watch.
If you know anything about their internal culture, they have the culture for it. Like
Cool.
they have the mentality, which
Cool.
is like they don't hire B players at Netflix. Like they literally will fire you if they think you're even slightly a B, which is terrible. Like it's a hotshot culture, but it's like being in special forces.
Sure. You've got to be
You
the
know,
best,
like-
right? And I one thing that I have struggled with personally, because I wasn't combat when I was in the military. I was an aircraft mechanic, but I was a hydraulics troop, and you know, the rules
It's
that
okay,
we had.
you look the part. It's fine. No, tactical beard. Tactical beard. Yeah. You could. Hey, just lie to me, Russ. Lie to me.
No. God, no. But you know, we had specific books that were our repair manuals, right? And the one thing they crammed down our throat is every note, warning, and caution is written in blood because somebody died or was seriously injured. And now that's a thing, right? So like there is a high level of pressure.
Scared.
And not to mention, right? So here's why I like cars. If you fuck up on a car, the worst thing that happens is it stops moving. If you fuck up on a plane, the worst thing that happens is it stops moving.
Yeah.
Same thing, much different problem. But so there was a level of stress that came with that, and there was a level of like needing to be an expert all times, always be on and always be on top of it. And you know, I'm over 10 years out of the military now, and I still struggle with adapting to civilian life and dealing with people that just go to their job and punch a clock. And it is the biggest thing in my life that I struggle with because I'm like, dude, do your fucking best. Not for the company, not because they're paying you to, but for you so you feel good about your work. And it's hard for me to hold a steady job because of that, because there's so much just mediocrity in the world. And it might not be fair of me to say that, but the level that I was required to operate at, you didn't get to just make mistakes, and it kind of skewed how I view things. But it's.
I think I discovered that around the same age and at different guys though. What the thing that it came to me, the face that it came to me in at that age was actually, you don't have to be good at something because everybody else is so shit at it. So you can actually just like work hard and get ahead. You can.
Yeah.
If you truly work hard. If you really like put the hours in, that's enough.
Yeah.
Because most people are not even going to do that.
Exactly. Like when Mike came up here and he was looking for a job, he's like, "Wow, dude! Like everybody's looking for work and like everybody's responding really quickly." I'm like, "Yeah, the job market out here is people just want you to show up. Like that's the big thing right now is just people aren't showing up."
Yeah, I deliver chemo injections to radiologist clinics around the Pacific Northwest, and literally like not even day 2 of like the hiring onboarding process, the guy reached out to me. He's like, "Yeah, I need like these 6 things: a picture of your car and a copy of your registration, and then your license." I was like, "Yeah, I'll get those to you." And I literally like within 10 minutes, I had all of this done and sent to him, and he was like,
"What the hell?" Yeah.
I'm like, "Do people?" And I walked up to him, and I'm like, "Are people like just fucking lazy out here? Like, what's going on?"
I mean. Yeah.
Yes.
There's a bit of a cultural issue I think going on. Yeah, especially for the younger generation. Now to be fair, if we always look at the other side of it, there's obviously a mental issue. Like there's a mental, like I'm not saying that very flippantly. I'm saying it very seriously. Like mental health issue is what it's all about right now.
Especially
like
in America, it's always been an issue.
Yeah.
Like
if you can't like feed yourself, you can't like do all of these basic things, and it's hard to do nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough as balls.
Yeah.
Like there's no leeway anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, getting back to Exfil, you guys have an amazing product. I had I had a lot of fun. I expected to have fun tonight. I had even more fun than I expected.
Well,
so that was a blast. I'm excited to see you guys.
Different fun than you expected, which is good.
Yeah, and so I actually going back to extraction shooters, I'm coming off the heels of the Marathon Alpha because my brother's still employed there. He's on that team. I got to play it.
I was playing it too.
Yeah, and it's personally I love it. I think it's really good, and part of that is a bias because I know my brother worked on it, but I also think it's just a very fun, like easy to pick up, kind of like this, easy to pick up and play game. And some rounds you'll win, some rounds you'll lose. But this, I don't want to say feels more complete because it does. Obviously, you're in a more available situation than they are, right? Like they've got a very limited scope right now in their alpha, but you're doing something in that same space in a very different way that's very cool. This idea of player hosted servers, the you can go in and play it solo and just play it against bots, play it with your friends against bots, play it, I love the versatility of what you guys have built. And I think that's something that a lot of, well, I mean, I can't think of a single extraction shooter that's really done that. Like Hunt doesn't do that, Tarkov doesn't do that, Ghost of Tarbor doesn't do that.
That's the hope, right? That's the hope. Yeah. And what's the thing? I want to ask you a follow-up question on Marathon then. Why is it getting panned?
So a lot of people just I don't know. I think personally, there's a certain.
Just give me your viewpoint, because I don't know that much about it. So yeah.
I think personally, a lot of the problem is Destiny players expected it to be like Destiny. And so Destiny players are mad because they're like, wait, this is all it is? Because to them, an extraction shooter like that would probably just feel like a mode that would be in their Crucible. So from their perspective, I can kind of understand that. Other players who are more into the hardcore side of extraction shooters, like Ghost of Tarkov and Escape from Tarkov and things of that nature, they're probably looking at this like there's not enough here. But Bungie developed this to be literally a casual extraction shooter, to pick up and play and have fun and not have to get deep nitty gritty into the gun porn of everything.
It's almost like it's missing its audience in a weird way.
It's kind of skirting between both of them in a really weird way, and I think they're still going to have an audience. I still think they're going to have an audience, because I personally still really enjoy the game, and it's one, while I won't play it always, I will play it for a long time, because it's one that I would go into with a squad of 2 friends and just be like, hey, let's go. So
it remains to be seen if that's true or not. But
I think they landed it in the sense of like their target audience is like a heavy balance of the two, because like my first extraction shooter was Tarkov. I played Tarkov back in Alpha when it still ran on like 1 CPU core. It ran like shit, and every time someone was like, "Hey Nikita, like fix the game," he would always say, "War's not fun, so why should the game be fun?" So like that's what I grew up with, and then air quotes.
You did. Let's be honest.
I'm only turning 30 in like a few weeks.
You grew up with it. Yeah. It's okay. So, hey, little one.
seeing games like Marathon, and like how it's clearly it has aspects of the casualness of it, and the inspiration of like the Crucible stuff that Russ was talking about. They're trying to bring everybody together on this one product, especially with other extraction shooters. They're either like casual or hardcore as fuck.
Yeah.
So I think
they may bring nobody together, which is kind of the same boat we're in. No, it's true.
Yeah.
It's kind of the discussion we've been having. It's like, we're going to try going down this niche, but it may be that we bring nobody together.
Well, the other thing that you guys have going for you is, and we talked about this when we had you on at the end of the year, you have this whole sandbox thing set up. So, like, just because someone doesn't want to play Exfil for Exfil, they want to make a TDM game mode on their own sandbox mod, whatever. Or if I think at one point I had even asked you if there was going to be like a battle royale mode, and you were like, like someone could go to the sandbox and make one, or like a zombies mode, things like that. Like,
So that
is also
really
a big aspect of what you guys have that I think could push you forward.
Right. So that's our thought, is like, that is, and again, I guess it's about like placing bets within features or like things in the game. So that's one of the things we're placing the bet on, is like that may or may not pay out. Who knows? We don't actually know. We can only know as much as we can gather information and get feedback from people. But at some point, I think Gopher would attest to this too. There is no more information, and you need to shit or get off the pot.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
And you win or lose. It's going to be one or the other outcome. You're going to win or you lose.
Well, the fact that you guys are willing to take the risk when so many big names aren't, right? Like, so many people are just willing to publish the next game in their franchise and not take a risk on a new IP. We saw it with Microsoft passing on a Helldivers like version of ODST for Halo, right? Like, that would have been phenomenal. That would have been amazing. And they passed on it because there's that fear. You don't know what the future holds. You don't know if it's going to be successful. So the fact that you guys are willing to take that leap and take that chance, I think says a lot about your passion for this project and just your willingness to see what's out there, see what works. And the sandbox version of Exfil, I'm excited to see where it goes, because one of my favorite things about Squad, and it's, once I found out about it, it made me want the game even more, is the Galactic Empire mod that somebody made, where it turns it into Star Wars like Battlefront 3. I'm like, holy shit, that looks awesome. So
I have a final question for Gopher here, because it's kind of, maybe it's useful for people in your group, or like, to understand the development side. What is the thing that gives you the most satisfaction in this process, in this job, in this industry, for you personally?
That's a good question.
Why is it worth it?
When so many people hate you and want to tear you down for every decision.
Everybody hears about all the bullshit and everything. Why do you? What really makes you tick?
Like every single title that I've worked on has like started from early access. And so for me, it's always been kind of the early access journey. And not just like the early access kind of like launch or whatever, but literally, you know, everything from like organizing like playtests, everything in like alpha, beta, transitioning into the early access launch.
Phase 1, phase 2.
Phase 1, phase 2.
Yeah, phase 1, phase 2. Kind of going through all of the content updates, and then just that kind of general progression to 1.0, and you know,
so you
seeing that journey.
That's what does it for you.
That's like the most enjoyable thing for me, is kind of seeing a game progress from like nothing, like absolute, like, you know, empty room placeholder textures,
nice,
you know, to kind of something like Exfil is today. That's probably the most enjoyable thing for me. 100%.
Yeah, I think for me it's like, the reason I brought it up, because I'm always interested to hear what other people's answers are on this stuff, and I can reflect this back at you guys on the way out, Mike and Russ. But for me, I realized a long time ago, it was when I'm playing with somebody on something that I built, and because I'm such an environment and like world composition, that's my focus. They stop and they say, wow, this is fucking beautiful, or like this location is so interesting, or that engagement I had was like, wow. And they're so struck by it that they actually stop physically in game, you know, and they take a second to like reflect on that experience they had. If I can do that to somebody, I'm satisfied deeply. Like, that fills me up, dude. Just like boom.
Hell yeah.
And I'm back in the races. So, you know, for your listeners and viewers and people who have never been in the games dev side, like, you gotta have something like this to be in this industry.
Yeah.
You gotta find your happy place that really fills you up. And if you don't, you're gonna be fucking empty, man.
Yeah. For Russ, it's like letting people open doors for him because he doesn't know how.
What is it for you, Russ? Like, in the things that you do?
Oh man,
because you don't have to do this podcast stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean, I honestly, what got me into wanting to do this, I actually had a goal of wanting to actually be in PR for video games, because I just genuinely enjoy talking to people about their projects, and so, you know, one convention I go to annually is PAX West, because it's just 4 hours away, so I'm going again this year, and the first time I went, Mike's coming with us. The first time I went, I got to play the PS4 before it released. I got to talk to devs on some of the games, and I was just I was attending. I wasn't media, and I was like, man, I enjoy the hell out of this. This is so much fun. I want to find a way to make this a job. And the PR thing was just like, it wasn't going to happen. And, you know, my good friend Tim and I, we had at the time, unfortunately things are not as smooth as they used to be, but we had a pretty big group on Facebook that was adult gamers that he started. That was this big audience, and we started talking about
that's gaming naked, right? Adult gaming.
Oh yeah,
it was more just a lot of cussing and swearing, but like respectfully at each other, like, you know.
Okay.
But we had this audience, and
he'll take his shirt off though. It's fine.
Yeah.
We had this audience, and we wanted to do something, and both of us had this passion for the industry, so we're like, why don't we make a website and start writing? And so we started writing, and you know, that started in 2016, and we got to go to I got to go to PAX West as media twice. I actually have the badges up on my wall.
Nice.
And we actually got to go to E3 in 2018 as media, and like, these events were just they were important, like huge moments in my life, right? Like being able to be there like being around people like yourselves who are passionate about what they're working on. You have that why, and you have a vision, and you have a dream. It was really something else, right? So like, that's where it started, and then, you know, the website slowly died out because of COVID. Couldn't continue to afford it, and, you know, in 2023, Tim came back and he's like, we should do something because AI is getting on the scene, and people are using AI to write articles, and most of the media out there is trash again for XYZ reason. Every article on the internet's just a copy of a copy of a copy. Nobody's being original. And so it's like, all right, let's do something, but we can't write again. So we started the podcast up and started going this route, and it's been so much easier.
What in this process gives you the kick? Like, where are you getting it from? What pulls you up? It's
this right now, honestly, talking to you guys. Yeah, like this is great. I love trying to find new things to talk about with people that, there's a lot of indie spotlights out there now with a lot of YouTubers and things like that, but I try to find a little bit deeper than that. I like reaching out. We actually talked to the devs, VG Entertainment, that are working on a game, Forest Reigns. I don't know if you guys have seen that. I've been in talks with them. It's a first-person shooter, open world, where it's post tree apocalypse France.
I've seen this one. Yeah.
So we're in
with,
talks with them, and they're deep in
Yeah.
development, but they're interested in being on the show. So we're hoping to have them on the show at some point. But it's this stuff that really, it makes me happy, being able to sit down and explore your guys' project and talk to you about it and give feedback. It looks really good. And I gave them some feedback on the last episode because they showed that they used a tourniquet for a bullet wound, and I made an offhand comment that, like, I don't know if I would tourniquet that. I'd just throw a bandage on it. And she's like, we took that feedback, and I don't know if the artists are going to have time to change it, but thank you. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. Like, so it's this interaction as being somebody who just has a passion for games. I don't have any background in journalism. I understand what libel and stuff like that is, but I'm not a journalist, right? And that was our whole brand, is we wanted to be gamers being the voice of gamers, right? And so
how about you, Mike? Is there anything that turns the crank for you? Just so we don't forget you.
It's okay. Honestly, it kind of backpacks a little bit off of what Russ was saying. When I first actually met Russ and Tim, it was back in was it like 2017?
It was about the end of the website.
The website.
Yeah.
I had done a review for Days Gone, and Days Gone was getting reviewed abysmally. By like IGN and like all the bigger journalists.
Yeah.
I always air quote IGN and quote for journalists. And I went down of like the kind of like my breakdown on how I was viewing the game, and at first it was like I understood how they were mentioning or notating that Deacon as a character comes off as very forced, like his quips and like how he acts. But as you continue to play it and understand his mindset, like his like sub character and the subplot to all of his lore or whatever you want to call it, you start to understand why the actor went that route. And then I went down the usual shit of like this mechanic is X, Y, Z and PDQ and did the usual review, and it was kind of a balanced review. Like I had my favorites, I had my dislikes, but I was getting a lot of feedback on that, and a lot of it was just not even necessarily about the review itself. It was just about the fact that like the website is writing reviews that genuinely feel like they're being written by people who take the time to play the game.
Right, which is massive, right?
And like being able to read that feedback and like feel like you actually like left an impression on not even just someone, like, because that comment alone implies multiple people.
I'm getting you. So you felt like even big or small is not relevant, but the point is that you were having some kind of impact, actually. Like a real impact, not a fake one, not contrived at all.
I even like working, like a lot of my interest when it comes to employment is like helping people, whether it's like what I'm doing now or just like customer service. Like just being able to leave an impression on someone is like the biggest thing.
I think my favorite moment from when the website was up, it's actually one of my favorite things. Everyone was review bombing the shit out of Star Wars Battlefront 2 when it came out, right? Because of the loot boxes and things like that. I know
exactly where this is going.
Yeah, and I gave it a good review because it was a genuinely fun shooter. It was fun to play. And when
game is so much fun.
And you got chat on?
So, dude, I got a death threat in my email. It's my favorite, my single favorite thing. They called me an EA sellout. They called me all this and that. Told me
like all of the like backlash and shit with Battlefront 2. Like it was all with the loot boxes, but the game fundamentally was fun.
Well, that's why nobody mentions the game. They're all just like, this game is shit because of loot boxes.
Yeah, you know what's interesting though?
Loot boxes.
Now that you guys talk about it, because me just having my role in the industry and kind of being observant from my side. That might have been very close to the moment that the echo chamber became a bad thing.
Yeah.
That it suddenly became too big for its own good, where it actually hurts itself. Like Gray Zone was a perfect example, where like the echo chamber literally did so much damage to them up front.
Yeah.
That it's like it was
Yeah.
It was, to be fair, it wasn't fair.
I mean, I went so far in my review as to literally take screenshots of every single card in Battlefront 2, and every single one of them, the percentage difference from the base card to the top tier card was less than 5% difference.
Yeah, it's negligible.
Right.
Yeah, the only card that was significantly stronger was on the Starship side. There's a card that gives you health, and it was like a 20% increase from the.
But that's not the story people wanted to hear.
Right. Yeah. So it was one of these things where like people are like, well, you get it's buy to win, and it's like okay, and that's my other thing is like there is a disconnect, even though a lot of devs. And I'm sure you guys do this too. They try to communicate with the community. Gamers still don't really understand what development looks like. They don't understand the relationship between developers and publishers. And when your publisher is EA, and EA is telling you, hey, you have to make microtransactions, and the owner of the IP, which is LucasArts, is saying you can't make cosmetics because that goes against what we believe in art. What are you left to do? Your publisher is saying you have to do this, and your IP owner is saying you can't do this, which is the only acceptable way to do this. So what are you going to do?
You pack your pencils and
bundle packs.
No, you pack your pencils and you leave.
Yeah. So I mean, ultimately, and the reason I hang my head on that death threat is because exactly your comment, Gopher, is that game's great. Yep, it sure is, and it always has been.
You should go back, grab that email, and print it out, and just nail it to the wall, right behind you.
I think I deleted it, unfortunately.
Like, this is my greatest achievement right here. Is this one death threat?
In Squad, as the CEO, I kept getting added to this group called "Go Kill Yourself" in Steam.
Yes, you told us that. Yeah, it's fucked, man. It's fucked.
And Steam wouldn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Steam didn't care.
Yeah. But
anyway, great talk, guys.
Yeah, I loved it. Thank you so much, both of you, for making this work. I know it was late for you, Gopher. Thanks for jumping in there. I appreciate it. And
no, it's real gamer hours.
Look at him. He put on his best shirt for you.
He sure did, man.
Yeah,
got all dressed up. Look at that. Very cool. So
Friday night.
If you guys are ever going to come to PAX West, let me know. I'll be there every year. I'll be there this year.
Okay.
If you're ever done,
is it August or September?
the end of August, last weekend of August.
It's August, yeah.
Yep. Even if you guys are just coming,
it's why I don't go anymore, because I'm always in the Philippines.
You know what's wild, Russ, is if you go every year, we probably cross paths at some point, because I've worked booths at PAX West
well, you don't have to do one this year.
Yeah.
Not this year. Yeah. Thank God.
Well, if either of you guys end up in the Seattle area, just give me some heads up ahead of time. And
well, we're only a few minutes above you, but we tend to not come to the U.S. anymore. So you're welcome to come visit us.
I do have my passport. I might take you up on that. Don't tempt me.
Yeah.
I might take the wife up there for a vacation.
Summer, we'll go for a hike and do some stuff. Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah, my partner's here for 2 months from next week, so
nice.
She's here, and then I go back to the Philippines for a few months.
We are actually the wife and I and daughter are actually taking a almost 2-week-long trip to Norway in summer.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go there, and the VA made a huge mistake on my disability pay for 8 years. So
Cha-ching!
Yeah. So I'm like, hey, you want to go to Norway? So
yeah. Sweet, dude.
Yeah. So, but yeah, keep in touch, guys. Feel free to hang out in the Discord anytime. And anytime you want to do another just joint stream again, we're more than happy to hang out. Like it was a blast.
Thanks,
this was great.
Thanks for facilitating, Mike.
Yeah.
I guess you were helping the facilitating, so.
He definitely was.
I definitely messaged you first.
Yeah. Cheers, man. Take it easy.
Thanks, guys.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Yeah. Take care, guys.
And to everybody else out there, though our camera's just messed up, thank you so much for joining us tonight, or watching this on a VOG. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you consider picking up the game. It looks like, Mike's trying to find where to put his thumb. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's actually, we can just do this. Boom. There we go. Landing page. That kind of works. You're kind of in frame. That looks a little bit better. Kind of works. Honestly, brutal honesty, Exfil is awesome. It has come a long way in just the few months it's been since I played it. Mike, what were your overall thoughts?
Definitely. Like super long way. Because I actually played it, I want to say maybe two, maybe 3 months before you did. And it was... That was my still on my ultra wide monitor, and I actually, it's shitty but funny. So the reason I know Iron Taxi is because I had gotten a review copy of the game, and my review was literally just like I played the game for 20 minutes while recording, and I was like, this game runs like shit. And then I was like, you know what other game runs like shit on this monitor? And I switched to PUBG. And like that was like the last 10 minutes of that video. It was like, there you go, Exfil. It's so good it makes you want to play PUBG.
Brutal. I would say now.
I messaged him and I was like, this is satirical. Please don't take it as like a really harsh criticism. And he got back to me and he was like, yeah, I like criticism is criticism. Like anything you say, I take and like apply.
Yeah.
So like that's why I was asking about the FOV thing, and he was talking about if my scaling's still messed up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that whole thing, like they've come a really long way. He's also still just like really cool and like he understands like satirical shit like that. So
yeah,
from the last time I played it, I think they actually even only had the one game mode, which is literally what we were doing with the helicopter extract thing. You go get the intel and you leave.
Yeah. Now
you have the other one, which I actually really like, and the AI changes and all that stuff, the weather and the dynamic map systems and like all that stuff, just to me.
Yeah, their AI is great too. I'm excited to see them grow up more. The fact that they flanked around us and came up behind us and
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, very cool.
I panicked when he was like, yeah, they're going right, and I was like, oh no.
It felt really cool. I hope Exfil gets more attention. They deserve it. I think they're doing something really cool, and I'm glad that they realize that they are in a niche, right? They're in between two genres, right? So I'm hoping they'll find it. They deserve to. The game is great, and I'm excited to see what comes next. Honestly, I think a zombies mode would be really fucking cool when somebody wants to make that. I think a zombie survival mode in that game would be pretty wild.
Even if you're, watching this now or later or whatever.
Slide your camera over, Mike, or slide over to your right. Yeah, there you go.
If you're not someone who likes extraction games, still keep an eye on this game because, like we were mentioning earlier, they told, or Iron Taxi told us at the end of last year that they're planning a sandbox mode.
Yeah.
And it's like full access, no restriction. So you can expect a zombies mode, battle royale, TDM, probably all kinds of stuff. If someone like the community actually goes and makes it.
Do you think you could make a Helldivers mode?
It depends on if they add the mechanics for it, because you have to do the.
Well, I mean, not the deploying part, right? But like
you could just like invulnerable land from a helicopter, just superhero land real quick. And
sure. I mean, it depends on how open they go, but like. Honestly, it's a great sandbox, and I'm excited to see what the community does with it. What happens once it's they're happy with it and put it to bed kind of thing, and let the community have what they're going to have with it. But I wish them the best. This game's really cool, and it's definitely one that I would not mind playing with you and a couple of friends and just doing the doing the hunt the general thing and playing like, all right, well now we're going to do versus mode and split off and do versus, and it's got a lot of potential to be a very fun, not repetitive game, but replayable game, right? So, very cool. All right, everyone, thank you again for watching or listening or however you enjoyed this show. We will be back in just a couple days. Yeah, we'll be recording tomorrow, not a live stream. Our next live stream will be next month. I'm not going to try and fit another one in. It's just not going to happen. So we'll do another community event next month on the end of the month. And we'll catch you all next time. Tell your dog I said woof woof.